All right, and we're live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I am the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, and the most honest man in all of podcasting, handsome Jackie Jones, along with my right hand man, my audio soulmate, and the enforcer of the Headyverse.
1 inch biceps, the power goat. Bah! Ha ha! So good to be here with you tonight, Jack. And I am also
Incher.
the man who tells you and all the podcast marks what to do. That's me, this guy.
Man, do they listen or you just tell them and then they just like, fuck that guy?
I don't think anybody listens. I can tell and tell and tell, but nobody listens. So whatever.
Why do you think that is? Do they just don't know what's good for them?
Just don't know what's good for them. I'm only watching out for their best interest, and they just won't listen to me.
Hey, why am I not logged into Facebook?
Jack,
What's
log
that?
into Facebook.
Since I'm logged in, I don't know what's going on here, bitches.
Oh, so last week I apologize. My power was out, and I figured I really couldn't do a show in the freezing cold and with no electric. So,
Well, I think it's the electric. It's not really the cold. Like you could be on the computer if it's cold, but if there's no power, how the hell are you going to do it?
Exactly. But it was pretty
there
cold.
Freeze your
here.
balls off and still do the show, but not without power. It's very cold here, but I got a little space heater here.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. Looks like it's kicking out the high heat.
It is.
Keeping
it automatically
Jones
turns
warm.
off when you pick it up.
Oh, really?
You can get electrocuted.
Possible. I know those things are bad about causing fires, so be careful with that.
It can cause viruses.
Fires.
Oh, fire! Yeah. But this one's got a lot of precautions.
And don't plug them into an extension cord. Always
I have
make
it
sure
on an extension cord, but I unplug it when it's over. Well, actually, I have it on the non-extension cord, but on a strip.
It's supposed to be plugged.
I'm down the basement. There's nowhere else I can plug this in.
Well, I know.
It's like 20 feet over there. I can't plug it over there.
I'm just saying that's how a lot of the fires start.
Fuck them. It's gonna be fine. I'm down here. I don't have it on unless I'm here.
Okay.
By the way, before we start, I just want to say this macho man here was a birthday present.
See, I was trying to tell you some good advice, and you weren't listening to me. You're like, fuck it. I like that, macho man.
Oh, yeah. Birthday present from treacherous Trista Robinson.
Oh, yes.
Very cute.
Excellent. Happy belated birthday, because we didn't do a show last week. Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have wished me a birthday anyway.
Oh, I would have, but
I'm just messing with you.
Just didn't have a chance because my power was out. But
man, that's your new go-to excuse. Power's out.
No, it really was. You can even look in the news and see that there was tons of outages in my area. There's a bunch of trees that fell over.
Well, there was a lot of power outages here too. I know the whole East Coast. Bad times. We both have the same patch on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing my Bully Ray shirt.
Yeah. I got Sylvester Stallone on.
And my AEW Sting. Sweet First Blood.
First Blood.
You do First Blood. I read that book recently.
Oh, yeah.
Very
good. Dixie Carter wished Jack a happy birthday, so Vince Russo said.
Yeah, and I was like, but Al Asshole didn't. Al Asshole didn't wish me shit.
I wished you a happy birthday.
Yeah, after I demanded it.
What? Whatever.
It was like you had to get pushed into it, but you did.
You said like right after you turned 43, you're like,
45, 43 was 2 years ago.
see, I was trying to help you out. And you're like, you didn't even give me a chance to say happy birthday. You were like right at the stroke of midnight. You're like,
This was what you were stroking.
no, I don't know what you're referring to.
You're like, I'm gonna blow out Jack's candle now.
Why do you always go to that? You're so filthy. You know that?
You love it. trying to make the Marks happy. Golgo 13 in the chat room. He'd be a lost man if there wasn't a little bit, just a little bit of filth here on the show.
No, he wouldn't. He'd know what
he would cry himself to sleep. Are you trying to make Golgo 13 cry? Are you trying to make the original In Your Head boy cry?
That'd be pretty bad if I did make him cry. I mean, I don't want to make Golgo 13 cry. No.
Exactly. Golgo 13 says, Incher will wish Jack a happy death day. Holy shit. He really turned that dark.
No, I want to do that. But Jackie Jones, with my power outages and all that stuff, it made it really hard to watch professional wrestling last week.
Weeks?
Well, I didn't get to see AEW last week, but I did catch the pay-per-view. But I plan on watching AEW because it is something that I enjoy watching. But I did not watch last week's episode because my cable was out. My power did come on.
Yeah, I think we've established this.
My cable did come on though. So
with no power,
I had power, but the cable wasn't cooperating, so I couldn't get AEW.
I'm looking at the news now.
You are
1 Inch Biceps House. It's not coming up.
Type it in, search it. It'll say no power out. No power at the time of the show last week. 100% the truth.
I don't know. At first I believed you, but now you just say
you think
usually when someone just keeps saying something, it's like you're trying to overcompensate.
Should we get my mom on the phone? You can call her and be like, did he have power last week?
Yeah, let's get her on the phone.
No, I can't.
Wait here. Yeah, see?
We can't call anymore, can we? With the Zoom.
She can get Zoom on her phone.
Yeah, she don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some fishy. I think I'm taking you to Wrestlers Court.
Really? No,
Wrestlers Court.
That doesn't work.
We should have Hetty's Court.
I know we discussed that before, but we never have.
Who's an impartial judge? Maybe Alul?
Like, no. that is a completely incorrect, I believe.
Steven. My real answer is probably
Steven. Yeah, if you want to be realistic, I think Steven would probably be the call it right down the middle.
Yeah, right down the middle, Daddy. Steven. Maybe we should have should it just be a judge or should we have like a jury? Jury system.
Yeah. I don't know if we'd have enough for a jury. Just make Steven the judge.
Steven, Songman, Lexar, they're all honest. Golgo.
Yeah, but then you got people who are like, who are going to even have on trial after everybody's on the jury, you know?
You.
Just me.
Yeah, the trial of Incher.
You see, if it was Owl, he would just be calling for my head as soon as it starts. He'd just be like, off with his head instantly.
His power went out. A penalty of death. Songman would sing it down the middle, Jonathan Jackson says. By the way, Jonathan, did you ever get the shirt I sent you? I sent him a shirt.
Jonathan Jackson.
So I've been going through my old clothes, and I sold off some Without Your Head shirts some fine fellows bought. I washed one of the old FanFest shirts. I was gonna either give away on the show or something, and it melted. The design completely melted.
Oh
None of
my
the other
goodness.
shirts have ever done this.
Huh.
I've never seen this happen.
Which
Took it out of
FanFest
the
shirt
dryer,
was it?
and it was all the other shirts are fine, but except for this one, it was all bunched up and just like the logo, the whole graphics was just melted in a ball.
Do you know what place made it?
Yeah, Cafe Press was one of the old ones.
Yeah. Huh. I never had that with any of mine, I don't think.
Yeah, this was the one. It was a cool one. It had the It was the one where it had like both the Funks, Terry, Dory Funk, Harley Race.
Mm-hmm.
It was in fine shape. But I just thought, well, I'll wash it, dry it before I give it away here on the show, and it all melted.
My goodness. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah. I do have some
R.I.P. to
the old in your head shirts that I used to wear for interviews, video interviews, the dress shirts. If anyone would like, they're one of a kind. They're only ones in existence. There's like a baby blue one, a gray one, an orange one.
Yeah, you had like a little this
One
thing. Yeah,
hand
patch.
stitched by these very hands.
Hmm.
Make me an offer if you're interested. Size 4X. They're biggies. Hard to get. Golgo 13, you got Jack's DNA, though, you lucky duck. Hell yeah. I'm going to send Golgo a rainbow of love.
Excellent.
So you didn't see the AEW. It's good. I don't remember what happened, but I liked it.
I heard something about what was it? I seen something that oh, Rio, did Rio win the tournament or something like that?
Well, she won a match. She won
a match.
But I thought it was her best match. I thought it was a good match. I saw some people complaining. I mean, let's face it, she's little. But I didn't think in this particular match it was really that big of a difference because Serena Deeb's very, very slender.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's still bigger, but I didn't think it was that really big of a deal. It was a good match. I know Cornette even said it was a really good match, but it's very now. I get if you think Rio's too small because she is very small, but it's weird who he considers grown people and not grown people because he always says Asuka is like a Japanese midget or a Japanese schoolgirl. He says about all the Japanese, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But he says Serena Deeb is a full-grown woman. And I have nothing against Serena Deeb. I think she's an excellent wrestler, but she's very tiny. So I don't see why she's like a big giant wrestler, but like Asuka isn't. Because I don't think of Asuka as small at all.
I'd say Asuka's probably
she's
not bigger, but like she's
a wider person.
Yeah,
she's not taller, but she's wider. Yeah,
her structure is bigger, but not suggesting anything in a negative way. But
oh, she's a physically more intimidating person, I think. But anyway, I actually like that match. I thought it was good. It was. I'm not as anti Rio as a lot of people. There has been times I'm not like crazy about her, but I actually thought this was a good match.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like a big uproar about Rio and people not enjoying her work, but I've always thought she was pretty good for most of the stuff that I've seen. So
yeah, this was her best match, I thought.
Okay. Serena Deeb's having a lot of good matches in.
Yeah, I think she's a fantastic wrestler. I think she needs a mouthpiece or something. That's to me, that's her only setback because she's not a good talker at all.
The one promo I seen was pretty horrendous.
Yeah, it was.
Hate to say it, but it was.
You either team her up with somebody, put her in a group or something.
They
have a lot of managers there. Why not? You could put her in one of the factions.
Most definitely. Vicky Guerrero or I don't know, James Mitchell. He made an appearance a week ago.
I hope he sticks around. I'm a big James Mitchell fan.
Most definitely. He's pretty tight with the Impact group, so maybe. So what's his deal with Sammy Guevara? I don't even know anything about it.
There's multiple stories going around. The first one I heard, and I'm not an Impact fan, but I would have taken Impact side on this. So the story is like that He was going to go to Impact to further the storyline that he left the
the
group there,
the inner circle.
Inner Circle. And while he was going there, he didn't like the storyline, pitched something else. They were against it, and like Jericho told him, just go back and don't go there. So then people didn't really know exactly what happened. Did Impact say we don't want him, don't come here, or was Jericho saying don't bother, whatever? But the story that Meltzer had said, but some people said it's different. But Meltzer said that Sammy pitched to go there and win the X Division title.
Yeah.
Take it back to AEW, never drop it, and then they'd have to do a tournament for it. And if that's true, I don't blame Impact for being mad, because that's ludicrous. Like, I want to come win your title, take it off the show, then never return.
No, I could see
how would that benefit anybody?
Winning it and bringing it to AEW.
Yeah, and eventually losing it to someone on Impact.
Yeah. But like never losing it?
Just take it and he leaves the company and then never lose.
That's like an idea that we've had for the Royal Rumble on the show. But
exactly. And I love Sammy Guevara, but he's not like Hulk. Honestly, it wouldn't matter if he was Hulk Hogan level. That would not be a good thing to do for the company, no matter who won it, and if they just left.
Yeah.
If you win the title, even if he went and beat like most of their guys, eventually if he lost it to one of their guys, that helps Impact. It gets eyes on Impact. People talk about Impact. And then he eventually loses it to one of their guys. But you can't just, I win the belt and never lose it to anybody.
I did see a meme that was kind of spoofing The Simpsons where Sammy Guevara was saying like he wanted to give the belt back. And I was like, what is that all about?
Right.
Okay. So now I'm informed on that one. What's the other story that you've heard?
The other story is that they wanted him to, the first thing I think most people agree, they wanted him to join a group.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that. And then he came up. But some people are saying that he didn't propose that he would never drop the title. But I think that's what Meltzer said. And a lot of people just ran, a lot of times, whatever Meltzer says, people, just copy and paste that.
Mm-hmm.
And that just became, the narrative. But I think even his boy, Brian Alvarez, said that he heard something different. But I don't think anyone really knows. Besides Sammy Guevara.
I couldn't see Jericho just saying, don't go back to Impact. I would think he would want to try to work something out. I mean, like one of his best friends is the head of the company. I mean, with Don Callis.
Yeah. Well, they were saying that it might ruin ties with them. But I didn't see, that's kind of silly too, because Impact, I would think, would want to do everything they can to continue this. Not vice versa. AEW's like, oh my God, we can't work with Impact anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Impact Wrestling would want to do anything to make AEW mad at this point.
So. Right. You can't just we're going to drop. I mean, they already make the show look pretty stupid. Tony Khan does those ads where he just makes fun of the show and stuff. I find him funny, but I don't really know who's it benefiting besides just being a funny segment.
Yeah.
I guess he still does them. I only watched the first couple shows, but I saw Gogo mention that he still does those.
Yeah, I think I've seen one before, and I think I've seen a couple of them, but I haven't. Of course, I haven't really been watching. So I seen that I was called out for a show that I pretend to watch in the chat room, Impact Wrestling, which I think I'm pretty vocal about it. I mean, as vocal as I am about losing power last week, and I don't mean NWA power. I mean my power.
You're no longer the power goat. You're just the goat.
No, I'm still the power goat, but
the blackout goat, the powerless goat.
I do want to get back into Impact, but it's just too much wrestling. Wrestling.
It's weird because I mean, back in the day, I would have been watching all this stuff, and maybe you can make I don't think it's this, but you could make the argument I'm older and whatever. But I just think most of the products aren't that good.
It's I know they have a network and everything, but it's not an easy show to watch at your leisure because they won't post the Impact show until after Sunday. So you either have to be watching it live on Twitch or you're going to have to wait till after Sunday and then they post Impact Wrestling. I do not have the channel. If I had the channel, I would just record it and I probably would watch it a lot more often, but I do not have access. So,
Lexar is saying here, last Sunday I signed up for the Thunderdome, got in and stayed for the whole show. However, I didn't get to see myself. There's too many screens, and I think there's screens behind screens. Well, that sucks. But at the same time, if you go to a show, the odds of you seeing yourself on the show are,
unless you're like front row.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. So.
Yeah. I mean,
I do think they have too many. They don't need that many screens. So.
No. But yeah, it's nice that maybe Lexar can tell us what the benefit is of being at the Thunderdome. Like, do you get to see behind the scenes stuff or what?
So, but what I heard recently, and we'll ask when he calls in Lexar. I assume he'll call in later. I heard that there before they let you in. There's like an agent or whatever who the producer who tells you how to react to each wrestler. So you're supposed to cheer for these people, boo for these people. Yeah. And people are like, oh, that's like it's like, well, I get it on like a game show. They tell you to cheer, but a wrestling show is different than that.
Yeah. You can't do that. That's not fair. That's not. I mean, as lame as like the no fan wrestling can be, it's like you're making it even lamer by like forcing them to respond in a certain manner just because they're not paying.
Yeah, and they just have fake noise anyway, so I guess it's just to match up with the fake noise they put in.
And then you get kicked if you have to go to the bathroom. It's like that's so.
You got to wear Depends or just piss yourself.
Yeah. Had to listen to JR. I always talk about bladder control. And
wouldn't that be weird? Do you think when we were getting all the autographs that like you just sitting there with like a pants full of shit?
He's like Idaho potatoes.
Or maybe not shit, but just peeing himself.
Could be.
It's dedication.
I'm
scruffy.
A little bit. I shaved today, so
his ball sack.
No, my face. My beautiful face.
I haven't heard back. We may be getting a sponsored by Manscaped. If so, I'm going to shave my balls on the show.
Okay.
Before the show, not on the show. Probably not my balls, but the pubes.
If
you're really interested.
Are they really? Are they really?
No, I said if we get the sponsor, I will. You into that?
Not really. I'd have to get a slice of that before I'd read that ad.
You gonna slice my pubes?
No, not your pubes. You know what I mean.
I thought I would give them away as a prize. Bring back the prize wheel.
I don't know. I've seen people plug them before, and it's just like, man, this makes me feel so dirty that they're talking about shaving your balls right now. I know.
A natural act.
No, I mean, it's just kind of nasty that I'm trying to watch like something on YouTube and then they're like, you know what? I like to shave my balls. And I'm like, oh God, do I gotta hear this?
The Cornette ones, I honestly only listen to clips of stuff. I don't listen to whole shows, but I'll set up a bunch in like a playlist. So if I'm doing like graphics or something. And so, I'll listen to clips of Cornette and whoever. But anyway, I will say, as far as clips go, the Cornette ones, at least they usually give you like the whole story. Vince Russo clips, he'll give you like 30 seconds or like 50 seconds. And it's not even like the whole story. You'll just hear like a very small clip of some conversation. It's really not enough to even know what was, being talked about. And then you just get him saying, I hope you enjoyed that clip. Here at the Russo brand, where pros are pros. And then it's not edited very well, so he just stops and looks. And kind of looks away. And then it cuts. It's like 2 seconds of stuff that should be cut out. It's very awkward.
Yeah.
But was going to go on to that on the Cornette clips. They started. Now, I don't know if he just plugs stuff continuously through a show, because I've never listened to an actual podcast, just the clips, or if they add the plugs to the clips. But almost every clip ends in a plug for something. So it could be a 2-minute clip, 3-minute clip, 10-minute clip. At the end, though, it leads into this really forced, shave your ball. It is a lot of Manscaped stuff, and it's really annoying because it's every clip, and then so I have to click I don't want to listen to this again. So then I click to the next segment. But if those are added to the clips, it's one thing. But if those are just through the show, like he must just plug stuff like endlessly. I get it. You make money and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is annoying.
Most definitely.
A shout out to K-Dog, who's was messaging me recently.
Oh,
Man, about it, rowdy, and he just got out of the hospital. He was had COVID, was having kidney failure. Things were
that's bad,
looking bad for him. He had came in and prayed with him, which had happened to me too in the hospital. But he's been sent home anyway, so hopefully things are looking up for Conan.
This COVID stuff is not to be taken lightly. It is real, and it will put you out. I mean, but
I see a lot of people like, oh, it's got 99% or what 98 or 99% survive, but it's not just a survival rate. You can get your lungs scarred up, you get heart damage. You permanently lose your taste to smell. There's lots of things that linger on there.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's multiple friends and relatives who had it, and they have, and most of them have, not all of them, but a lot of them have lingering effects.
Yeah. I'll say though, I mean, I don't want to lead anybody on and tell you that I've got the second shot and it knocked me on my ass.
Most people have said the second one.
Oh, it was bad. Yeah, I mean, it didn't last long, which was nice. But like, I had straight up like flu-like symptoms, like where I was like shivering cold, and I just did not want to get out of bed, and it was pretty rough for a little bit, but I got over it. So, but I'm glad that I have it. So, I have 98% immunity. So. Happy about that. So everybody go get your shot, but I won't lie to you. The second one is rough. At least it was for me. I've heard some people didn't have any response to the second one at all, but and I got it because I'm a healthcare worker, so I'm not of the age range where you can get the shot.
Yeah, my moms were trying to sign up. Right now here it's mostly over 75.
I'm trying to get my parents to get it too, but they haven't contacted them or anything yet. So
they haven't my mom either. She's actively trying to get it. You can sign up for it if you're over 65.
Vince Rudo says Incher has AIDS now from the vaccine. What? Who's saying that? That gives you AIDS now. I mean, go on.
Well, there's probably are people who say that on. If you read, I'm not saying he's being facetious, but there probably are people who say that. If you, there's some really wackos on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, my arm hurt too. Oh gosh, like I was surprised how much it hurt my arm. Like just moving my arm muscles. And like if I would like reach up to get something, like if I do like this, I'm like, oh God. But I survived.
Yeah, so Austin Aries, he mentioned this in the chat too. He's doing a signing and he won't wear the mask, and he encourages everyone who comes not to wear their mask either. Like, I don't know why they would even allow that to happen.
No, yeah, that's idiotic. I don't think that guy's very bright at times. Like,
no,
I still don't know why he stormed out of Impact, and like I don't know if that was a storyline or
it was. And apparently, I thought it was because it seemed so strange. But
yeah, and then he's like rubbing his balls in Christy Hemi's face, thinking that's all right. You remember when he did that in Impact? No. He got up in her face, and
I mean, I always wondered why he never stayed anywhere long. But I mean,
I just don't think he's very bright.
Why? No.
Yeah. I mean, don't wear your mask to a signing. I'm not going to wear one either.
He's really talented.
Yeah, I mean, he is a good wrestler, but it's like, what kind of idiotic statement is that? You know?
I agree. It's weird. Someone has said on my Facebook, is he the only like COVID denier, anti-mask vegan? And I think he might be because most vegans are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
anti-mask. I know of him. I know a lot of vegans.
That's ridiculous. But I mean,
I
I
saw
really,
that I can there's been several horror conventions last weekend. I really had no intention of going, but I was asked
yeah.
to go. But I saw pictures and like majority, not I wouldn't say majority, but a lot of people weren't wearing masks.
I
And it's
seen
like
some
older
pictures and there
people.
was people wearing masks on some of
Some
the
of them.
pictures that I saw, but I'm not too
I
aware
don't
of
even
all
think it
the
would be
conventions.
very fun, like to go and get. I'm not a guy who gets autographs and stuff, but if you were going as a fan to get autographs and photos and like if you go by the guidelines, you have to wear masks and be 6 feet apart. Like that doesn't sound very fun. Like
It's
here's my
like
picture with
Robert
Harry
England's over
Potter.
here. No, I'm over here going,
Here's $75 for that.
there you go. Thanks for the photo. It was great waiting in line a whole day for this.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's what I was saying. Steven says I'm vegan and wear masks. Yeah, I know that. I said the opposite. If you who's vegan and doesn't wear masks.
yeah. I don't know. It's not that hard of a thing to do. I mean, if you're in your car, you don't have to wear your mask. But if you get out of your car and you're going to walk into a building, put your mask on. I mean, it's not.
I wear it around my neck. I walk a lot, as people know,
Yeah.
and no one's around. I just don't wear it. Oh, I don't. I just have it on my neck, and if I'm walking and I see someone off the distance, they see me. We both pull up the mask.
Yeah.
When I'm in a store, obviously I put on. If I'm in an area where there's like shot, like a strip mall kind of thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't find it. I don't know why it's a big, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone has to wear it where they work, I at least understand that. It's 8 hours a day. But if you're someone who just has to wear it if you go into 7-Eleven or Walmart, it's not a big hardship.
I see a lot of people like wearing it underneath their nose too, and I'm like, oh my god, come on.
I'll be honest, my surgeon who did my leg surgery, I didn't want to mention at the time, but he wore his and I don't think you would do that anytime. Never mind now, but when he was doing the surgery on my leg, he pulled it down under his nose, his mask.
Oh geez. You would think of all people that they would
When I went in there, so they did all kinds of stuff to go into the hospital. Then the area I went to was for the veins, whatever it's called. And when I went to the desk, the woman at the desk had no mask at all, and
Mhm.
then she
Yeah.
pulled it up. And then I saw another woman just walking into the office, no mask at all, and she saw me there and pulled it up because it was. But I was like, man, if they don't see a patient here, they're just walking around without the mask right in the hospital.
Mhm.
But that was kind of blew my mind.
Yeah. But anyways, I can't believe Austin Aries would say something like that. So that's ridiculous. But uh oh well.
Yeah, I should have took notes for AEW because I don't remember. It's hard for me to remember the week,
Uh-huh.
the week after. But I remember enjoying the show. I think pretty much the entire show I liked.
Yeah, I can't remember anything that I've read or anything, but I did watch the Elimination Chamber today. So
Yeah, I
big
watched it.
happenings on that.
Was it? Was I? Oh, I was on a podcast that night, but I watched it right after that. So I watched. I avoided spoilers except for Songman. Did put a big spoiler for the end of the show like immediately all over his Facebook, but
Yeah. I actually ran into the one about the Miz.
that's the
So
one I saw. Yeah,
yeah. So I
I
was like,
actually
oh well.
followed the Songman. I
I
like
think
Songman, but I mean, he's like really like he'll post like movies, everything, like as soon as he's
mhm.
like, full on pictures.
Yeah, that's not good. Especially movies. I mean, because movies isn't like a live medium. It's like a
Right.
thing that you're supposed to watch whenever you can get around to watching it. So, but I think even WWE sent me a thing like saying celebrate with the Miz, and I'm like, damn it, WWE, you're spoiling your own stuff. And I had a lot of issues with the network when I was watching it
Oh,
today
really? Mine weren't
because,
good. Well, it might have been the weather too.
yeah, I may be having issues with my lines, but like it would freeze and it wouldn't do anything until I refreshed. I don't know if like they're slacking now because of they're going to Peacock and they don't care, or maybe it's an issue with the network, or maybe it's an issue with my connection. So, but it was weird because normally it will buffer and then it will eventually come out, but it wasn't coming out of it. I had to refresh it.
Hmm. I thought we'll get more into like each match by match. I think overall, I thought all the match wise, I thought it was good, but I think a lot of like the outcomes I have questions about. But let's go over this. So, um, it opened. I didn't see any of the pre-show stuff, so I don't know what was on that.
Yeah.
But I really like. I was doing stuff, so I couldn't watch it. But the pre-matches, like if you watch the pre-show, I cannot take the fake when they're just sitting there talking. That stuff's horrible. I like to see it for the matches, but I can't see them when they're just sitting there talking. But apparently there was John Morrison defeated Elias, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet to get his position in Elimination Chamber. Isn't that crazy though? Like Ricochet was like so people were like, he's gonna be a superstar. He's like a nobody.
That's WWE for you.
Elias was like super over. I honestly thought he'd be a top guy, and he's just nothing.
I haven't really heard much from Will Ospreay and how he's doing in New Japan. I assume he's doing really well. Maybe we'll see him in AEW, but like Ricochet and Will Ospreay had that match, and it pretty much blew up the internet. And now Ricochet, what the hell is going on with him? He's losing
He's
matches
almost
on the
like
pre-show.
he's almost like a job dude on this.
Yeah, it's just like, how sad is that?
And Mustafa Ali, for better or for worse, whatever you think of that's the story there with the giant group of people in the mass. Like, why would you spend all that TV time on that? And then like the leader of it's just like in a dark match.
Do you think Vince is just like, how do you feel about your future here? And he's just like, and he's wanting him to say, "Oh, I think it's really bright, Vince," and he's like, "Oh, you think it's really bright?"
If that big faction is just in the pre-show and losing, wouldn't you just end it?
Yeah, it's a bad faction. And I feel bad for Donovan Dijak or Divakovic, whatever the hell you want to call him, because he's under that stupid looking mask. And I was like, this guy showed a lot of promise with his NXT stuff. I really liked him in Ring of Honor. And it was just like, he's nothing now. He's just a stupid guy with a mask. And Keith Lee, the one that he's marrying, Mia Yim.
Yeah.
I think they're ruining her because I mean,
anybody involved in that, I think, is like you're really.
Yeah. I don't know what Slapjack. I don't even know who Slapjack was before he was Slapjack. I only know him as Slapjack.
Yeah. But it's not doing him any favors.
No. Well, he's Slapjack.
I don't know. I think he'd rather just be nobody, to be honest.
What?
I think he'd rather just be some guy on NXT or like that they might call up and put in something good, as opposed to fuck this. Like should we push this guy? Like this guy Slapjack. Like,
I think Slapjack has the potential to be like just a dumb comedy character, just because it's such a stupid name. Or like a Santino or something, like he's like always all real menacing or something. And just nobody takes him seriously. I don't know. I just
is that a great thing to be though? I mean,
no, probably not. But
I guess it worked for R-Truth
or New Day. New Day was
but New Day
terrible that they just went with it and just made it a funny.
Yeah, but once they got behind him though, they pushed him as serious in the ring. Then you weren't just idiots who always lost or anything.
Yeah. Did you hear?
Which unfortunately Santino really got over, but they never, even times when the crowd really wanted him to win, like they just wouldn't do it.
Did you hear Kofi complimenting Randy Orton on his thighs? He's like, "You've been doing a lot of squats," and he was just like, I was just like, why is he complimenting him on his thighs? Like,
I have pretty big thighs too.
Yeah. Oh, so you want Kofi to assess them?
Yeah,
He'll come on and assess your thighs.
Give me a compliment, intro.
Mm-hmm.
I did send you a picture of me in my tights.
Yeah, you got some like suicide looking tights, like or manic tights, maybe
I've got a few
suicide
pair.
tights.
I wear them since I had the leg surgery, and so I have a bright pink pair, black one, but the gray ones they have like the cod piece in them. The other ones are just straight up, just one solid color. But I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it; gives it like a superhero look or a wrestler look.
Yeah, excellent. Kind of like the Andy Kaufman tights.
Pretty sweet. You can see high def versions on my OnlyFans.
Oh, how's that going? Is it making you pretty
Good.
big
You can
bank?
use code Nasty Neil and save
Uh,
10%.
okay,
I'll hook you up, and sure,
that's all
I'll save you 15.
right. No, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks.
So the first elimination chamber match, I thought the match itself was excellent. Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent match.
It was fun. I liked the whole match, and it was interesting seeing the two original people make it towards the end. And I actually started thinking, could Cesaro win this thing?
I
Are
was
they really?
too.
Yeah, I was really wondering whether Cesaro would win, but then he got eliminated. So
Yes, boy, well, I don't know. It seemed like I was into them. Who knows? The
uh
crowd's fake, but it's funny. They have the fake yes chance stuff. Couldn't they put in a fake count along with the spin? Have the crowd fake count along with
yeah,
it?
you would think they could do that, but
Sami Zayn continues to be like the best heel in wrestling, I think.
oh yeah, I loved how he was in the pod and he was like screaming and going crazy, saying ah ha ha ha, and then they opened the other side
Yeah.
and Cesaro got a hold of him. I was like, that's just great. I love Sami Zayn.
And he wanted to try to scheme with Kevin Owens, but
Uh
so
Kevin.
my problem was, so they're like, whoever wins this getting the title match tonight, which happened immediately after. So you had this like it was 35, let's say 40-minute, 34-minute match, 35-minute match. It's an epic match. People are taking bumps. Great storytelling, great selling by everybody. Immediately rendered completely useless.
Yeah. See, they had a segment on it explaining on SmackDown what exactly like Paul Heyman was enacting this and all that, but it's like, how does Paul Heyman have the authority to allow Roman Reigns not to let the Elimination Chamber winner not face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? You know, so
Yeah,
I
and
was excited for Daniel Bryan if he would
yeah,
have gotten a shot at WrestleMania.
yeah. I mean, a real match, but instead,
Mm-hmm.
it's a squash match. So he wins this
Yeah,
big thing. There's no time to. You get no rub from this. You get no build from this because you immediately beat. And
yeah.
then as soon as he's beat, Edge runs in and beats up Roman Reigns.
So
You
that's
had
the
this
big throw.
35-minute match with 6 guys that at the end of the match was all about 2 guys not even in the match. So
Mm-hmm.
their whole match was completely worthless,
Yeah.
completely pointless. It was a total waste of time.
Like, I guess you'd find out who Edge is picking, but I mean, you normally find that out on
Why
Raw.
did we have to have this match with these other 6 guys?
Yeah.
It was really good to find out what Edge was doing. He's not even in the match.
I am not excited about Edge at WrestleMania. Um, I, I, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't want to see him face Roman Reigns as a face. I like Roman Reigns as a heel. I'd rather see Roman Reigns. They rumored The Rock was going to come in and face Roman Reigns, and I think that would have been just awesome.
I
He
think The
was.
Rock probably doesn't want to do an empty arena match.
He's like, it's not big enough for The Rock. Sorry, I know you're my
People say
cousin, but
like, oh well, he'll probably come back because he as big as he is in the movies. There's nothing like being in front of the crowd. And I was thinking this was a wrestler saying that. I was like, yeah, but there is no crowd. So
yeah, you're just out there performing in front of nobodies. So.
yeah, in front of
People are watching, but they're not in.
right, but it's not they're right there in front of you.
I like that Jimmy Uso eliminated Kevin Owens.
I'm a big fan of. I've always liked the Usos, but
Uh-huh.
he's really well, both of them's really shown they can be great characters too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And it did make me wonder, like, what if it did come around to, the Uso facing Roman Reigns?
Probably would whoever won, who cared? They just got squashed immediately right after it's over. I can't
It's a
believe that.
shame.
You think you'd at least have the match on the next pay-per-view? Is there another one before Mania?
Yeah,
Or
Fastlane.
oh yeah, why didn't he just do why didn't he do that?
Yeah, yeah.
Then he would have had a couple weeks build.
Yeah, that
Instead
would
of
have been
rendered
better.
this completely
Gave
useless.
Had something for Fastlane, Daniel
Yeah.
Bryan versus Roman Reigns. I mean, who's going to win because you just know
At
they
least
don't
you
want
have
to
a
give it
good
to him.
match, and you'd have some
Yeah,
weeks to build with to the actual match, and you could do an actual match. It doesn't have to be a squash.
yeah, would have been good, but it's
Um,
over
yeah.
now.
So Daniel Bryan wins this big thing. I thought he looked great, maybe the best since his comeback, and then
Mhm.
he just gets totally destroyed in a minute. It's like I don't what the fuck. Uh, I've said this before. I'm not a fan of Riddle. I think he's fine in the ring and all that stuff. I just can't stand the man.
His character I do not like, but I do think he has great matches. I, I that like I said before, that was my guilty pleasure. Just because I do enjoy his matches, but I don't like the persona.
No, I can't stand it. My
Yeah.
God. So he's the new. He won the title from Lashley, the U.S. title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and John Morrison was also in the match. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
beat Morrison. He didn't beat Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. My God, talk about fall. I know she's one half of the women's tag champions, but Shayna Baszler is nothing compared to what she was in
Yeah.
NXT.
I don't think she's quite Ricochet territory yet, though. I
No, at
mean,
least she's part of this, but she's like the second banana of the team. She's the one who takes all the bumps for the team, and then Nia comes in and beats people up.
yeah.
It's really weird. It's like they just don't understand what got her over at all.
No, they don't.
Versus Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. This match was fine. Actually, it was
Yeah.
a pretty good match, I thought. Or no,
Yeah.
I remember now. This wasn't that great. I thought this was the first match I didn't think was very good on the show.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't remember but I remember now thinking about it. It's pretty
Was
sloppy.
there anything that stood out to you that
No, I just think
was
it was pretty
sloppy?
sloppy all around.
Hmm.
Not very good work by anybody. Drew McIntyre. So this was the next Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, Jay Styles, Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Sheamus. A lot of guys that like I'm nothing against, but like they've just been around forever, and it's hard to really get into them. Even though I think they're fine wrestlers, like Sheamus and Randy and Jeff Hardy, even Kofi, kind of on that level.
Yeah.
So,
I enjoyed the match though. I liked most of it for.
yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the first one, but I thought it was
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm. But now I do have problem with Almas ripping off the cell. Like he ripped off the back of it to get AJ into the match early,
Right?
which I don't really understand why you would want that.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand why they just can't say, "Well, you're eliminated, AJ," because you clearly broke the rules.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
and then pretty much like the match before this, so Drew McIntyre keeps it. He's the champ. It's kind of silly of the champ in Elimination Chamber. And then
Yeah.
immediately after it's over, Miz runs in and beats him. And so both
Gets the
Elimination
belt.
Chambers were basically the same.
Well, he worked out a deal with the pain business, the hurt business, and Lashley came in and beat up on Drew McIntyre before the Miz came in, and Drew did kick out once, but then he gave the skull crushing finale, and that was the end of it. So he got the belt. And the Miz, I mean, could they not, say like he got it in a shady way, because that was originally Otis's briefcase, but they awarded it to the Miz through a
Yeah.
match, like So I'm wondering if they're going to do something with that. But
I don't know. I think
probably
poor
not.
Otis has really dropped off of the face of the earth, and I
Well,
like
he's with Chad Gable now.
him.
Chad Gable has basically taken Tucky's spot, but I hate to say it, but I think Chad Gable was a little better than Tucky. So
Was a wrestler, but why would you
I
split
think
up?
personality wise, I think he's a little bit better
Well, I
too.
mean, the other guy was just nothing against Tucky, but he's completely worthless.
I'm sure he takes no offense to that. You would love to hear you say, no offense to him, but he's completely worthless.
Why? I mean, he was though.
I mean, what's he doing right now? I mean, they gotta just have him sitting at home because I mean, there's no house shows. He's not on TV. I
Why
mean,
would you? Why did they split up the team and then immediately put Otis in another team?
I don't know. I guess they just didn't like him.
They're like, we want to push you as a sing. Oh no, we put. It's like if when they broke when Michaels throws Marty Jannetty through the barbershop. If he immediately then would have started teaming with like Rick Martel as a new tag team, what the hell? What? Why?
Yeah. Oh well. I do think that the pairing does have a little bit more charisma that like Chad Gable and Otis. I think that they do because
I think he's a good guy. It's just like they've positioned him as nothing.
yeah, I mean they're not really doing a whole lot,
Is he
but
still Shorty G?
well he's kind of like you're not supposed to know that he's up to like shady business, but he's doing shady business every now and then, like kind of one of those characters. So
Vince Rudo is saying that Otis is a heel now.
yeah, he is doing. I think he did kind of turn last week.
Really? That makes no sense. He's like one of the most popular guys.
Mm-hmm.
Really
But
appeals to like kids and stuff.
yeah.
That's why I don't watch a show. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get into stuff and then like they either just go nowhere or they totally take away what you liked about it.
Yeah.
Then I saw that on Raw, Randy Orton was like throwing up black vomit, and he was like Papa Shango'd. So they're bringing back like Papa Shango angles. Like
Has he
that was
been?
like something people really loved.
Has he been around Rudolph Giuliani? I mean,
His face to start melting.
yeah. He should have wore his mask if he was around Rudolph Giuliani. Because yeah, he had the Papa Shango disease.
Who do you think's a better lawyer, Rudolph Giuliani or I was gonna say PN News, but that whatever he is with Cornette.
David Atunga?
Well, you could put him in there too, I guess. But
Yeah.
even P. New.
Stephen P. New.
I heard him earlier. He was talking about the Joey Ryan lawsuits.
Yeah, I heard like he's saying he's got like a lot of work in movies now, but somebody said that he's just playing extras. Like,
Yeah, because then I saw people like, oh, why would they allow him in movies? It's like it's background, which is fine. You're working in background, but like they're hiring you to be an extra. They don't know this guy's
they don't
background.
look
Who
into
would
it,
know
yeah.
Joey Ryan unless you're like a really hardcore wrestling?
Yeah,
fan?
you got to be pretty into wrestling to know
Yeah.
Joey Ryan.
Not like he's The Rock or something. And honestly, if he was out for big roles and they found out about this stuff, he wouldn't get hired.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, they're firing people left and right, and they just fired the one girl from the show, Disney Plus, The Mandalorian, and all that.
But yeah, that wasn't for sexual thing. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, just because she had like, because like there's people on Twitter and they something about like she wouldn't like say what her gender was or something like that, and
nothing like that at all. But
like that's what I heard, anyways. But
no, it's comparing Republicans to the Jews in the Holocaust. But I mean, it was stuff for a long time going on.
It's like I haven't even started watching the show, so it's like, should I even start if I know it's going to shit right now? You know?
Well, I don't know why it's not going to shit. They just got rid of one of the characters. I mean, she's not like the main.
I heard like there's a bunch of people quitting or something, but I don't know.
You read a bunch of like nonsense, I think.
I read a bunch of nonsense. I just see videos on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, is that what's happening? I mean, I don't even know
Yeah,
who
but
these
just some
people
random
are.
guy on YouTube saying stuff. It's like it's been signed to like season 4 or something.
Kind of like these random guys.
I just watched. I subscribed to a month of Disney Plus, and I binge watched both seasons of The Mandalorian. I really liked it.
Uh-huh.
And then I started to watch WandaVision. Everyone's like, "You gotta fucking watch WandaVision." I was made in 9 minutes. Like, this fucking sucks. Like, you gotta watch it at least the first 3 seasons, the first 3 episodes. I'm like, that's only not. It's only I'm like, only that each one's a half. That's 90 minutes. That's a whole feature film I have to watch. It's not only. It's like you got to watch this whole movie before it gets good. So I started watching. I was like, oh god, I can't take this. I got 14 minutes in total. And then everybody's like, oh, I got it. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're an idiot. This is the greatest show it's ever been on TV. I was like, okay. So I struggled through the first 2 episodes, which are just atrocious. I get to the 3rd episode. Terrible. I watched all the 4th episode. Everyone says it's great. I was like, I fucking hate this show. I start watching the 5th episode, and I was like, fuck this. I cannot watch this anymore. It's unbearable. And then I get the opposite after I do everyone's like, you gotta watch it, keep watching it. So I watch it. Then they're like, what the fuck? Why would you watch something you don't like? You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking like, you just told me to keep watching it. That I'd eventually like it, but I didn't. You can't win. You can't win on the internet. Just get fucking pissed at you, no matter what.
At least you tried.
It's not for me. If someone likes it, cool. But for me, WandaVision is unbearable.
What show is that? Is that the one with the superhero who's like having a family and all that? Or
yeah, it's Vision and the Scarlet Witch. And
oh.
it's just all fake sitcoms.
From the previews, it did not interest me.
It didn't me either. But everyone kept telling me to watch it, so
yeah,
I tried it out. I didn't know if I'd like Mandalorian either, but I actually really liked it.
I think I would like that show. So
I think it's the best thing since the original trilogy for Star Wars. Much better than the prequels, and it's better than the new trilogy. I like Rogue One and Solo, so I'd put it a little above those.
Jonathan Jackson, he's suggesting that you watch Coach.
I watched Coach back in the day. The point of Coach, Wings, Major Dad, all these things, is not that I think they're terrible. The point of me ever talking about them is you can't compare stuff on today to those shows. The only reason people watch Coach a lot, why Coach lasted like 10 seasons and Wings lasted all these time, it wasn't because they're great and you couldn't get enough Coach and you couldn't get enough Wings. It's because we had 4 channels, basically. So you just sat there and watched whatever was on. Even if you had cable, but did you have 12 channels, 20 channels? You didn't have 900 channels. You didn't have the internet. If Coach was on today for the first time, it would be forgotten. No one would watch that. They'd be like, oh, whatever. But back then, there was nothing else on. You're like, well, it's either this or I watch 60 Minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'll sit here and watch Coach. And it would happen. There'd be a couple funny bits. It's not like too offensive. It's not like, oh my God, I'm going to blow my brains out. You watch it. It's over. Then you watch Wings and like, yep, this is whatever. Then, Major Dad comes, and then you just sit back and like, well, I guess now I'm going to go to bed. Like there's no internet or anything. But they're not great. They're not awful, but they're not great either. They just happen to be on during a time when you didn't have other stuff to do.
Like Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, I think Mr. Belvedere is a step above those, but you can just pretty much lump all sitcoms into That's why people are like, oh, we don't have all these great sitcoms today. There never was great sitcoms. The reason why they were mainstays because we didn't have nothing else to watch. A couple of them are standouts. They're still really good, like
Okay.
All in the Family or something. But for the most part, they were just filler television. You sat there and
Seinfeld.
watch and like, whatever.
You gotta have Seinfeld in there.
There's some of them are good, but
Everybody loves
it
Raymond.
used to be there'd be what 20 or 30 sitcoms
Don't
on a
shake
week.
your head, Lexar.
The Golden Girls.
Oh,
Thank you for being a friend.
yeah.
A guy got really mad at me. I said the same thing about Unsolved Mysteries. I was like, it's just a throwaway show. Who the hell went? Because someone put it on Hulu or Netflix. I'm like, I'm going to go watch every season of Unsolved Mysteries. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, oh, it's
I used
a
to
great
watch that show.
My whole, you're ruining my childhood. It's like, oh, God. If you already watched it, why are you going to watch it again? And those are Unsolved Mysteries from like 1992. They've been solved by now.
Maybe it just takes them back to when they were watching it.
Well, fuck that. People are obsessed with nostalgia. They want to live in the past. Live in the present.
Jack, you are Mr. Nostalgia. Look at you. Look at you. You're Mr. Nostalgia.
No, I do
Look
not
at
watch
you
stuff over and
With
over.
your Anthony Perkins and
he's up there. I can look at him and say, that's cool. I don't have to sit there and watch it for my whole life.
Your Hell Motel up there.
Yeah, he's sitting there. It's cool. Look, there's Phantom of the Opera. That's pretty sweet.
You are Mr. Nostalgia.
That's fine. But people want to rewatch like their whole life.
You're Mr. Nostalgia.
Like
and
people,
Mr.
the network, they're like,
you love watching Ellen
how
DeGeneres.
they got to put Velocity on there. They have to put Superstars in there. Are you going to watch like 30 years of Superstars? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I gotta get my Steve Lombardi.
I think Nikhil
matches.
probably does that by some of the teams that he asks us about. Like he'll just come in and be like, "Hey, do you remember the some weird bizarre team that like nobody?"
You guys have done those for a while. I hope that's a good reminder. I hope he does.
I watched I watched like the 3 episodes of Classic Superstars just now.
Okay, you watch a couple of them. Do you sit? Well, you're kind of a bad example because you're a little whack. But do you sit there and watch do you binge watch like 12 or 20 hours a week of Superstars?
No, I just watched 3 episodes and that's it.
Why? And the reason was because you had probably nothing to do and you're waiting for In Your Head to come on.
Exactly.
There you go. It's that or go watch Coach. It all comes back to the point I just made. It's just something. It's just some filler to spend some time on, but it's not like someone. If you binge watch, like how long was Superstars on? 20 years, every week for an hour. What would that take? How was like 300 hours? So you're gonna sit there and watch all that, especially if you've already seen it. Good Lord.
Different strokes.
Waste of life.
Different folks.
I'm telling them they're wrong.
I thought you weren't going to discourage people from liking stuff. And
I'm just telling them like better stuff.
I think you're still discouraging, though.
Trying to make people live a better life.
No, you're not.
Yes.
No,
Don't just rewatch stuff you've watched years ago that's totally meaningless.
Rewatch it.
That's Incher. That I am being the antithesis of Incher because he's just like, I'm gonna eat hot dogs and
eat hot dogs
and
what
chicken nuggets because this is what
chicken
I've ate
nuggets?
every day.
I don't eat hot dogs and chicken nuggets every day.
I'm gonna play this pinball machine from 1972. I'm gonna,
I don't have any machines from
Island every day and Police Academy.
The oldest machine in my house is from 78, I think.
Yeah, well, that really made the point a lot different.
But like, I that's the one that I don't even play. It's called Cinema, but it's made by Chicago Coin. That's actually my dad's machine. So.
Fuck the nostalgia.
No, love the nostalgia.
Fuck it.
Love it.
Fuck it. Besides, like, these are cool. But besides that, fuck it.
I love the nostalgia.
How about these spicy chicken nuggets? Or are you just like, no, gotta keep it old school?
Old school.
And if they have a new sauce, you're like, what the fuck? If that's not one of the original fives, that's not sweet and sour barbecue, hot mustard, or honey.
No, I do eat a buffalo. I like the buffalo sauce. So, and that's a new addition. But I do like sweet and sour as well. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Lexa, are you a sweet and sour guy?
Yeah, somewhat. I don't like
Yeah, well,
spicy food still.
Can you still get straight up honey? When I was a kid, you could just get straight up honey to dip your nuggets in.
I don't know, but if you can, like Winnie the Pooh should be advertising that one.
I think honey's a lot more expensive today than it was back then.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
Is.
No, it was.
Why can't Burger King get their fries right? They're all the time changing their fries. Like McDonald's, their fries have been the same since they've been in existence, probably. But Burger King, they just can't get it. Their burgers are good, but their fries, not so much. Jack's into this conversation.
No, I don't care. I mean, if you like it.
I thought I was making like a great point here, and you're just like,
well, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't care, but I'm not like, mad or nothing.
well, now you're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
You never wonder this? You never wondered
I don't know
why
when
Burger
the last time
King?
I've been to a Burger King.
Anyways,
Nothing against them.
You called in first, so what's on your mind about the professional wrestling world?
I did have potatoes yesterday.
Taters.
Tater skins.
Yeah.
It was a late birthday dinner.
Oh, I see.
Prime rib. Free tater skins at Texas Roadhouse for my birthday.
They're from Kentucky, Jason Mitten says. They're not even from Texas.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I don't think Outback Steakhouse is from Australia. I sent a menu once from Outback Steakhouse to a woman in Australia. She's like, none of this is anything we eat here.
They don't have bloomin' onion?
They don't. They don't
have cheese fries?
No.
Oh my God, the cheese fries are to die for. And they will kill you. But they're good.
So, Stevie! Ah! Stevie! Now I came up playing music with a question mark. Whenever I do that, I think I'm playing music.
That didn't sound like music to me.
It was music to Lexar's ears, wasn't
it? Somewhat.
What's going on, Stevie? Yeah!
So since you weren't on last week,
since you were gone,
last week was NXT Takeover Vengeance Day. Great show from top to bottom. I really enjoyed it. I thought there wasn't a weak match at all, and I can say that it was the best. Well, in the whole, a better show than Elimination Chamber. I really enjoyed that first match. I thought the show started off great. Great match. I too thought that Cesaro, like, he's lasting. He's not getting eliminated. And I thought he's being dominant. And I thought they're actually gonna do something different for a change, and possibly, you know, finally give him some attention that he's well deserved. I think after years and years of being on WWE, but then I can't even remember who eliminated him.
Cesaro, I think he was eliminated by I think it was Daniel Bryan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did he kick him? And
yeah, I thought he gave him the big knee.
him, and
I think
Daniel Bryan. And I thought, well,
Randy Orton.
yeah, your classic David versus Goliath match, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, and that was kind of like looking forward to that. But I was kind of expecting.
Oh no, Cesaro was pinned by Jey Uso.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, so
go on.
I did not think, I was expecting that match to go on later. Like, I did not expect.
That's the problem when you do two of these. Like you shouldn't open a show with an elimination chamber. It just seems wrong. Where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Open the show with like the main thing, and then like the next match is like a women's tag match.
They do that a lot recently, where they're always having.
They have to. It's either that or you do two of them back to back, which that's not good either.
No, I've never did that. So, but then I thought, I agree exactly with what you said earlier. It's like a Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns match would be a great match, but they just kind of like, Daniel Bryan, he went through this grueling match. Roman Reigns choked him out in minutes, and oh well. As far as the women's tag match goes, that match never should have taken place. I gotta tell you, like Sasha and Bianca may wrestle each other at Mania, but like to give them a tag team title match.
You haven't watched a show. Did anything lead to this, or did they just suddenly get a title match?
Not much. That from my recollection, I don't recall much leading into this. I think they just set it up on the last SmackDown that was before this show. Yeah.
Because Asuka was supposed to face Lacey Evans, and of course.
Oh yeah.
So I thought, look, you advertised Asuka was going to wrestle. I thought, why not just have her, face anybody? Quite frankly, face anybody, rather than put Nia Jax on television again. And that was a bad match. Do
you think her hole is fully healed?
Well, it certainly looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's seriously the problem I found, Steven, because this card was so short. Not just because because of Lacey being pregnant.
I think I'm good with the length. I do think when you have these fake crowd shows, you don't want them really long.
Mm-hmm.
I think the length was actually good.
Oh yeah, the length was actually good. Short, but I'm sorry. I just don't want to see Nia Jax on television anymore. And plus, you have your SmackDown Women's Champion and the Royal Rumble winner, basically losing to this person, and anyway.
Yeah, they just did this great, such a great build with her winning the Rumble, and she gets that emotional speech. You think you want to keep her undefeated until WrestleMania after that.
Yeah,
you would think. But no,
they don't do a very good job on continuing, like momentum on people.
Now, what did I say last week or for the past couple of weeks? I said that Bobby Lashley was the best book guy. Bobby Lashley deserved to have that championship title match. And it certainly looks like WWE is finally, after years and years of Lashley, going off and probably being improperly booked, it certainly looks like he's going to finally get that shot. you'll notice that Drew wasn't on the show last night.
Oh, I didn't watch.
On Raw. He wasn't on Raw last night.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but next week, Lashley.
Something happened with Drew. Did he fail a drug test or something?
He got the COVID again.
I don't know.
Seems a weird time to take the title off of him.
But they took. Yeah. Well, let's get into that. So yeah, I'm not all that thrilled with Riddle anyway. I think I frankly
can't
think
stand the dude.
I think
comes out there and I just see him and I'm like, fuck this guy. I don't want to see this guy.
The U.S. title has been.
There's no way he would be a guy I'd want to be around. When you see him, there's no way that he could possibly be someone I would want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
No
the U.S. title has been devalued by putting it on Matt Riddle. I'm sorry. He may be this great MMA guy, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's fake, so who cares?
Disposable champion. Bobby, but it does free up Bobby Lashley to go after the world title.
Well, I don't want to see that either. But.
I mean, so I'm glad that Lashley is gonna face the Miz. Well, we'll get to that too.
Really? Who the hell wants to see that? Bobby Lashley and the Miz.
Well,
oh, Lord,
Bobby Lashley destroys the Miz in 2 minutes and becomes the champion.
So is that the fast lane? What they're building up for
Bobby
fast
Lashley champion?
Building up for next week. That's match.
Okay.
TV. That's the TV match for next week. It's going to be.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they're going to make
they
Drew come in by that time and interfere, and then they're going to save this for Fastlane, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of thinking. That's why I said Drew wasn't on the show last night. So I'm expecting him to show up next week on Raw for this match. And, there may be some shenanigans going on.
Like, why'd Goldberg come in and lose to him? And then, like, the next show, he just loses.
It seems like they don't pay attention to. Used to be, you'd build stuff over time and, you get momentum. But now it's like the momentum, this guy beats Goldberg. So you think this would elevate him, and he immediately loses to Miz, who's like a comedy goofy guy. And it doesn't make any sense. It really makes it hard for. I mean, that's why I don't watch the show. I mean, it makes it's impossible for me to care about it.
But anyway, Raw. But
even like the
weird thing
you mentioned earlier, Belair, like it was a really great moment when she won the Rumble.
Yeah.
It was like an emotional speech. And then the next show I watch, she's in a tag match. Loses. I don't get it. That's the follow up. You'd think she'd be one of the, a big singles wrestler.
Just beat somebody, pretty soundly, set her up for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, what you're probably going to see is she's going to come out on SmackDown and she's going to blame Sasha Banks for their loss, and they're going to get into it, and that's how they're going to set up the match against them at WrestleMania.
There was no singles women's match on the show.
No, there wasn't, was it?
Strange.
Yeah, I don't think there was. I guess just because the Elimination Chambers were pretty long matches.
No women's Elimination Chamber either.
Nope.
But speaking of singles, by the way, like Steven's gonna get into it, I'm sure, but I just think they dropped the ball just because because Lacey's out. I just think that they're changing the subject now in the storyline with Rick and.
Yeah, I heard that they kind of dropped that whole thing. Like, I would have been curious to see where it would have went if Ric Flair was like bearing a child with Lacey, but so they're killing the storyline.
Well, yeah.
Why do you even start stuff if you're not going to like have something?
Yeah, at least go along with it for a while. I don't know.
So did it just stop happening on the show? Like
they quickly dismissed that with this backstage segment with Ric Flair and Charlotte. Rick saying, "Well, I never said I was the father," or something to that effect. And well, that's over. That's dropped. Okay, move on. So that's how they got themselves out of that.
They used to get on WCW for stuff like that, just dropping storylines.
Mm-hmm. See,
Like, I'm not saying it's a great storyline by any means, but if you don't want to do it, just don't start it. And if you do start it, have like some type of payoff of some kind.
mm-hmm. I'd like to see Charlotte have like
I don't even know
another
where can you
sibling.
go with it because she can't wrestle for 9 months.
Yeah.
And then probably even, she's not going to just go right in the ring after she has a baby either. So she's probably at least a year if she's ever coming back. So why would you even start the angle? And Ric Flair's not going to wrestle, especially not going to wrestle his daughter. So like, what could you put? What was the possible outcome of the storyline?
Well, this is just going to seriously be a Sasha and Bailey, if you remember correctly. They did this
Sure,
twice,
Sasha and Bailey, but what's
it.
that to do with Lacey and Ric Flair?
Well, you remember when their story was going told, they did it twice in 1 year, and then it took maybe a year and a half after the.
I think
at least there was an actual storyline that kept going, and it was people that were actually on the TV.
I think they should have just worked another girl into the storyline that Ric Flair's getting with, and then have her feud with Charlotte.
If you could watch any female in WWE ride Space Mountain intro, who would it be?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
I can't hit it.
Or is it?
Woo!
Geez, yeah. I don't know.
It would have to be somebody age appropriate. I don't think you need creepy Ric
Flair.
Like
Linda McMahon, then I guess.
Paige.
Old Rick. I love the
way. Did you say Paige? You'd like to see Paige? No, be good.
Paige and Ric Flair. Lexar, what's wrong with you?
Well, she had a sex tape out with Xavier Woods and.
So why not Ric Flair?
So she's really into Ric Flair, I guess. Here she is with these young guys, and yeah, she wants his old codger.
Rob Brutal Ozzy, he says he'd like to see Ric Flair and Liv Morgan. I like to see half of that.
Have you heard about
Ric Flair? He Space Mountain. Vic Schiavone. Do you call a night with Vic Schiavone anything like?
How did I get involved in that?
There you go, Vic.
You're like the nature boy of the Headyverse. Well,
Show's real fun sometimes, isn't it, Vic?
I don't know, taking a trip to the Olive Garden or something.
Taking a trip to the Olive Garden, that's the worst one yet, I would say.
Do you think Charlotte should have an equivalent of Space Mountain? Should she have Splash Mountain?
Great Adventure?
You have to ask Andrade that,
Yeah, Andrade's riding Splash Mountain. Hitting a gusher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Maybe Seth Rollins is It's a Small World.
Becky Lynch,
the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Becky Lynch, maybe a Universal Studios tour.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh. I don't get that one.
All right. So what else is going on in wrestling, Lexar?
Is it because she's a tour guy because her career's over?
Speaking of Liv Morgan, apparently she's preparing for life after wrestling with Bo Dallas because Bo Dallas, even though he's not on television in eternity, he is still employed by WWE and is starting a real estate business with Liv Morgan and doing life on his farm.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a farm and they're living together and he's starting a real estate business? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh. There's a sitcom there somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, Bo Dallas, he's like 30. He's already like giving up. It's like, fuck this.
Look what they did to his brother, and he's just don't want to do it anymore. So
Yeah.
They actually got over when they were the B team. It's like and then they took him off television.
Maybe he just sees the writing on the wall and he's just like, yeah, let's just find something else before they fire me.
Go buy a farm.
Yeah.
And
Old
Steven, by the
Bo
way, you
Dallas
mentioned
had a
Nia Jax
farm.
off TV. Do you think there's no way it's going to happen, of course, but it's another week, so I think they said with Dakota Kai, Miguel Gonzalez. Do you think this is going to be a possibility? I definitely don't see it, but we've not even, first of all, had NXT stars become champions yet.
So they won their match, so they're supposed to be able to challenge the women on the main roster for the belt.
Rhodes Tag Team Classic Champions.
Oh yeah.
Who won it?
Dakota Kai and Gonzalez. They're on NXT, so for the women's side. What's her name? Gonzalez something. What is it?
Okay, Gonzalez, I think.
Yeah, she's a new girl. You probably don't know her, Jack.
Yeah, that's the thing I can bring up with Steven, how good it was. There wasn't anything that big, first of all, in NXT, but I was totally happy with the opener. That really gave something. Everyone for 3 or so years have been waiting forever for a moment for Dakota Kai since he's been in there. But I know for sure that ain't going to happen, of course, for a title switch. But I'm begging to God this is going to be a big opportunity. But as we know, sometimes with these battle royals, he won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, but I'm just praying to God this isn't another one when they're not going to go anywhere after they won that.
I was happy to see that the Rascals, they won the on the men's side.
The Little Rascals?
They're called the Rascals on Impact, but now they got a different name. And
I hope that's not a good name.
MSK,
yeah, they won their match, so they're
Mystery Science Theater.
I'm not sure what it stands for. Like I can't. I don't know their new names. I can't remember. Dez and Wentz.
What's it stand for, Lexar?
They didn't really say on the show.
Like a gun or something.
Sorry for this. I don't think. Do you know, Steven?
No, a thought just came into my head. I was gonna wait until you were finished this.
Is this like Spanky and the Gang?
No. Actually, they're a lot different than the Rascals persona. They kind of they're just a high flying team, but they still do the like Wentz, he does the flip, and then Dez pushes him, so he goes into his opponent.
Their names
They're still
are
doing
Dez
that.
And who?
No, that's not their names anymore. I just don't know their new names. Yeah.
I was gonna ask Songman. So this tag team match, is it happening this week or is it happening next week on NXT?
They said it was going to be in 2 weeks, so it's next week, I believe they said.
Wesley and Nash Carter.
There you go. That's it. That's them.
I still don't see what it means, MSK.
Yeah, I don't think they've really said it yet, but I really wasn't too thrilled with Dakota Kai in the match. I didn't think she seemed kind of sloppy in the match. I'm not too sold on her. She flubbed up a lot of her spots, I thought, whenever I was watching it. Trying to recall back to whenever I did watch it. But
didn't we have a rumor that Kyle O'Reilly had a seizure or something last week after Adam Cole hit him?
Kyle O'Reilly? I didn't know about that. I know he's had him before, so, and he's he's a pretty bad diabetic from what I heard. It wasn't it's not like adult onset. It's like type 1 or something like that. I don't know, but
type 1's what you get as a child. Usually.
Yeah, I think that's what he had.
Yeah, so. There's not a lot. I mean, besides you take medicine, but it's a lot worse. It's a lot harder.
Yeah. So I could see that being possible, Songman. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I'd say it's highly likely.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, Steve, before we move on, were you actually surprised of just knowing this was going to happen with Kyle O'Reilly? Because I did have a feeling this was coming because he was showing a lot of respect to Finn Balor over these past couple of matches. But the only thing I can say about this, a lot of times after they drop the belt, after having a long run like we know what Adam Cole had, they've not done with many of these past champions like Adam Cole for months. Do you think this is going to be a good story? They're going to book with him and Kyle?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I was completely surprised by that. You saw all those guys coming in the ring. You know, somebody was going to do something. You have these
Yeah.
4 guys that. Who was it going to be? It had to be Adam Cole. He's the guy with the potential. Great shot. Great.
Yeah. So
Great takedown of Finn Balor. I thought that was great.
yeah, he gave Finn Balor a super kick, and then he kind of like had Roderick Strong follow him after the match, Jack. So Adam Cole has kind of turned on the Undisputed Era, so or somewhat. There's some dissension there, so
Dissension in the ranks.
But it's interesting.
Jonathan Jackson in the chat, I will send you out an autograph photo. And anyone else who sends $10 or more super chat tonight, I will send them an autograph photo of Jackie Jones.
Jackie Jones.
If you're listening on the podcast or the archives, you can PayPal at withoutyourhead@gmail.com, $10 or more. And boom, I will send you out an autograph photo. Be living large.
Shaheen's drinking something purple. What are you drinking that's purple?
Oh, it's iced tea. It's peach iced tea.
Oh, it looked purple to me for a minute.
No,
I was like, oh, dang.
Like, man, that's gay iced tea. It's like the.
That's real gay.
What was it? It's like, well, the purple Teletubby. They said
Oh,
purple.
I'm sorry, I didn't make that connection.
Everyone's talking about it. It's, the talk of the town. The
Recently? That was like years ago, wasn't it?
That's what, I was making fun of myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Jack with the nostalgia again.
That's true.
I only do nostalgic news. Well played, Lexar.
Jack and his nostalgically gay references.
I figured that would be up Intra's alley.
I remember there
I
was
didn't
like
catch that one.
What?
I remember that purple Teletubby is like big news back
It
in
was
the day.
big, yeah.
I do remember the story, but good God, that was like when I was probably like 19, probably. I mean, when were the Teletubbies big? I mean, I was working at the
big with
bank,
the
I
kids,
think.
aren't they? Aren't all the kids into Teletubbies?
No.
30 years ago.
I once worked at this bingo hall, and as a
B19.
teenager- No, I was. It was a summer job. It was temporary, and I worked with other like high school kids. But I was in high school too, so we will be like.
You guys were all into Teletubbies.
Actually, our job is basically doing nothing because we work in this bingo hall.
That job.
And like Thursdays
Good
and
job.
Fridays, we will like prepare the desks and the chairs for senior citizens to play bingo on Fridays.
Right.
So Friday we will work like the whole morning, but we will leave in the afternoon. So, anyway, from Monday through Thursday, we will be bored out of our minds. So there's a little room with a TV. And our bosses are like, they're like 20-something-year-old bosses, and they turn on the TV, and they turn on to Teletubbies, and one of the female bosses said, "They're cute, they're very cute." The whole Teletubbies thing, but during that time, they didn't know that one of them is gay.
Yeah. They would have been pissed if they knew, like, what are you watching this gay stuff?
Yeah, one of the male bosses was saying that. What is this?
Well, now that Teletubby's happily married.
Really?
Yeah, because it's legal now.
Yeah.
Didn't work for The Rock, at least in your head folklore.
True.
Yeah.
Look at, we've got a Teletubby on the line. Oh no, it's Jonathan Jackson. What's going on? Java's dead. I'm sorry. He's dead.
Excellent. First time calling in, isn't it? Or what? Like
First time
video.
zooming in.
Yeah.
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 What's with the turtleneck? Oh,
Oh no. Look at that.
Jonathan Jackson! Yeah!
Yo, is
Had to
that,
represent.
hold on? Is that a West Virginia shit stain shirt?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh my god, it's fucking amazing.
It's a one of a kind. I had to get it. It's a collector's item.
Exactly.
There you go.
Jonathan Jackson and myself used to have like conversations on tonight's show before we went on the air on the Zoom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I bet that was fascinating.
Yeah, we talked about, I think,
I'd like to
what
hear.
we talk about? I don't remember now.
Teletubbies.
Yeah,
No.
Teletubbies, Nia Jax's Hole, all types of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Me,
Austin
how many
Aries being a
Teletubbies
Democrat.
could fit in Nia Jax's hole, do you think?
I honestly don't know. Speaking of which, though, what are you vegan? Mask up. What's wrong with you?
Well, I have one upstairs, but I think we're more than 6 feet apart. That's as the kind of mask I wear, though. So easy. Get around the gator, get around your neck, pull it up, boom.
Yep.
Walk out of the store, pull it down.
Not if you're vegan, though.
They wouldn't let me wear that in the hospital, though. Like, you got to wear this. They don't like this kind of mask. Then I go in there and they're not even fucking wearing masks anyway.
I wonder why that particular mask is banned.
I don't know. They wanted, the regular mask, which is fine.
Yeah.
They provided it.
They want a hockey mask.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So how you doing, my friend, my pal, my amigo, my compadre?
I'm doing all good. Finally decided to zoom in. I'm like, oh, might as well join the fray.
Yeah, I like the glasses.
Oh yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Zombies. I'm scared
Oh
now.
my.
It's Plants vs Zombies.
Oh, I did play that game. I always talk about I haven't played a game since like Qbert, but I did play Plants vs Zombies. I think there's a sequel out now. It's probably been out for years, but
Yeah.
I have to get that. I did like playing. I beat that game. I was very excited.
Oh my.
Same. I was like, hey man, this game is cool, and I got
Yeah.
wrapped into it too much.
Yeah,
I had to let it go.
My our webmaster Tyler, he has sent it to me, and I was like, I don't play stupid games. It's like, play it. You'll like it. Yeah, I got hooked. It's good.
You played Farmville too. That's been a
Yeah,
long
but that's
time
an
ago.
app. I don't consider apps like games.
Kind of games, I guess.
Do you
It's
think
something
do you
you
think the
actively
future
participate in.
Incher- So in 40 years from now, Incher, or the 30 years, we'll say, the future Incher. So like there's a little kid watching us, just like you used to listen to Sir Adam and the Phantom. You're like, I want to be getting the ring someday when I grow up. That kid today is watching like, I want to be 1-inch biceps when I grow up. So he gets the podcast or whatever it is in the future. Do you think? So you're playing the pinball, you're playing the arcade, the Atari, the Qbert. Do you think the future Incher, he'll be like, I'm going to go and play all the classic apps. He's like, I'm going to go play the Farmville.
I don't think you can anymore, can you? Unless you
Well, and then in the future, they'll have it somehow.
Okay.
They'll
have a nostalgic app
it'll be
site.
like the 1-ups, but it'll be for Farmville.
The
I did
nostalgia boy.
Yeah, I did hear like there was like a Flash site
Candy
where
Crush.
you can play Flash games on, like, and
Flash doesn't work anymore. Like that's
yeah, I know they, but like there's like a site that's trying to like archive them and make it where you can access.
That's what I'm
these
saying. The
cool
future
things.
Incher,
Yeah.
he's just gonna be all about it. His whole house will be filled with classic apps.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Your boy AJ Styles, he's got like a whole room full of 1-ups or whatever. Is that what they're
Arcade
called?
1-ups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those little arcade machines.
I have to admit, I know I've been very harsh on the arcade 1-up.
Oh man, he's
But-
giving in.
I did think the Warlords cabinet, the Warlords
the
table.
the old Atari game where you had like the
Oh my
cat.
God.
Is that the one
Yeah.
with like it's your?
Uh-huh.
I like that
Yeah, you control it with the roller.
You
'Cause
could
that
actually
is
get
a
four
fun game.
players on the old Atari.
Yeah, they're making that, and they're making a Killer Instinct, and I thought that was kind of neat. Although I would prefer having the original, but the Warlords original cabinet is very hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Very rare.
but
No,
I
you
don't want.
don't.
It's kind of hard for me to send to you.
Lying.
What?
I
I can't get it right now, but I actually have a JYD baseball card up here.
There you go.
Hmm.
It's good stuff.
I think I have one. I have the one that Jason Minton said.
That's one. That's one I have.
Yeah. I think I have it still somewhere. Let's see. I think it's up here.
All right. So what's going on? Are you still watching the wrestling?
Not really. Like I said, I had the Elimination Chamber in the background. I couldn't have told you that the Miz cashed in because I was not paying attention.
I knew before I watched the show. Songman posted all over Facebook.
So, yeah, I still don't watch the product that much just because it's shit. Let's just be honest. So, I mean, AEW every so often I watch it, but most of the stuff I get is from clips or the show. So, because you're all about the wrestling, yeah,
wrestling. I texted Inter before the show that I was going to pound his ass full of wrestling tonight.
There you go. Get that meat pounding.
I said I am there.
That's the kind of stuff me and Inter always texting to each other.
I think that you text it to me, and then I just go.
Yeah, I usually don't get a reply. I don't know why. I mean, it seems like a nice thing to text somebody. Sharing our mutual love for the
It's
wrestling.
very appropriate. Yes.
I meant it metaphorically.
Yeah, but metaphorical pounding. That's good.
Exactly. Songman.
Yep.
What's happening? What's going on?
I'm just getting a little hyped up and everything. Like, I know people were saying I wasn't willing to spoilers, like Steven was saying, like earlier, that we're going to be saying with Bobby Lashley. I'm kind of curious where this is going to go right now, but you kind of see it with going into the triple threat, by the way, or you're just going to see it as a singles, Steven?
Well, getting into Raw, and I guess I wanted to pose this question to all you folks who may have watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find it a little odd that you had Braun Strowman
exactly
comes out at the beginning of the show? Shane's in the ring, Adam Pearce is in the ring, and he's all me. I want to fight. I want to wrestle in this match. And so
I never know if this stuff's really happening, if you guys are just making it up.
I think WWE is making it up on the fly.
They're part of creative.
Yeah. So Shane, I think it was Shane who proposed, okay, Braun, you want to wrestle for the title? You can wrestle wrestle Bobby Lashley in the main event.
Braun wasn't even on the pay-per-view, and now he's like a title shot.
Now he wants to get a title shot. Hey, WWE creative at its best.
What the hell?
And so, yeah, the whole show is, I want to fight this match. Okay, let's have a main event of Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. And Bobby Lashley just beats his ass. Oh my God. But still, they at least they booked Bobby Lashley strong, you know. He just
Thank God.
It probably maybe was. I don't think it was Randy Orton. I just think it was him that was getting the Papa Shango curse beaten that fast. And what the fuck was that, anyways? Once again, copying.
Well, I'd rather see Papa Shango. Actually, I mean, like if they're gonna bring back Charles Wright, bring back Papa Shango. I want to see Papa Shango.
I'd watch for Papa Shango.
I would too. I like Papa Shango. I genuinely like Papa Shango.
And probably like it would work a little bit better for nowadays because like probably the hoe train and all that wouldn't be like a thing that they want to do nowadays.
Hoe train? Papa Shango doesn't do the hoe train. What do you mean?
Well, you know, the Godfather.
What is this, kayfabe, brother?
No. Oh, we're going like Sports Illustrated.
What would be the
Wrestling
equivalent?
Illustrated.
What would you say? Like if you were going to do a hoe train, like what would he say? If you can't say hoe train, what would he say? The female empowerment train?
Holy shit.
I don't think.
Oh, I know,
Yeah, I
I
know.
know. All aboard the whole train for Nia Jax.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
Let's all aboard it.
But it's broken from what I heard.
Whoa.
That
Yeah.
means more can fit in.
Oh my goodness.
I read a rumor that that Vince wants to bring back the Papa Shango character for the Attitude Era, but Pat Patterson talked him out of it
Oh, you mean back in the day? Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been an odd fit. I do think probably the Godfather was a better fit. I don't know how you would have brought Papa Shango back in that era. Like, I don't think it really would have fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
How
probably
would
would
you
have got
get a
the
realistic Papa Shango?
you kind of he would have got the Malachi treatment.
Yeah, I don't think it would have worked. Do you believe voodoo in the WV intro?
Voodoo?
Yeah.
You do that voodoo.
Hmm. No voodoo. Voodoo 3 was an awesome graphics card back in the day, but it's not around no more.
My first computer was a CGA monitor in 4 colors. The talk of the town in 1988.
If you had it, might be
Lexar
worth
is
some
right
money.
though. There's actual promo pictures from like '99 of Papa Shango. If you Google like Papa Shango Attitude Era, you'll see the pictures. It's pretty crazy.
I just don't think it would fit. I mean,
It
who
wouldn't.
knows, but I don't think it would have worked.
Actually, you never know. I mean, they were doing Ministry of Darkness. You could have fucking got involved with that shit, I guess.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, it probably would have just been like a Viscera. He just would have been staying around.
And Papa Shango and the Nation of Domination.
They were going to do that, and instead, at the last minute, they brought him in as Kama, if you remember, Kama Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
That they backed out at the very last minute of bringing in Papa Shango.
Well, they were supposed to have him, remember, before Glenn Jacob was supposed to be Kane, if you remember.
Golgo's all excited about the Voodoo 3 reference.
Thank you, Golgo. Thank you. I did have one back in the day, so
Vince Rudo's probably right, the sex worker train, because that is a thing. You have to respect sex workers.
So who was better, Big Daddy V or Viscera?
Big Daddy V.
I like Big Daddy V pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you incorporate, the man-on-man humping, I always get kind of a kick out of that.
But he
As
did
long as I'm
that
not
as
on the
Viscera,
receiving
didn't he? Did he do it as Big Daddy V as well?
Yeah, only as Big Daddy V. Didn't he? I don't think he was.
I thought he did it as Viscera because I remember him with the whole suit on, and he
I'm pretty
did
sure
it.
it's Big Daddy V then, wasn't he?
I think it's Big Daddy V. He used Viagra, so that's the reason why.
Yeah.
It was more
Is that
impact.
why they called him Big Daddy V?
Shh, kayfabe.
Oh my goodness.
Have you ever thought of doing like we know what the PAFO is? That's like historic here and in your head. Would popping Viagra and just jerking off, would that be doing the Viscera?
That's a good question. Can somebody do some research and figure that out?
I mean, maybe if there's
Jack,
an audience, it could go
to
on my
the Urban Dictionary. See if it's on there. Doing the Viscera.
doing the Viscera.
Well,
could
probably
be
if
a
you remember
song.
Big Ben Beta when he had the V on his back.
It
I
kind of
actually
sounds.
knew about this when it came to Armenian language, thanks to my dad. V stands for Volik, meaning ass. So maybe that's what the V could have stand for Big Daddy V.
Oh, my fucking mind is blown right now.
Goodness.
Songman's like speaking multiple languages. God damn, that's crazy. Can you speak any more of that?
Not that.
You only know half.
No, not as much.
Ass is all you need to know.
Exactly. I'm down with that.
Well, Jackie Jones been a little high after he had his birthday, so I think it's time to get a little bit. Cause I want Vic to give Jackie Jones some slaps while we watch him give all these TV shows some slaps that he has hated from the past. While Incho runs his big laps Cause I know how much Jix wants to kick his ass.
Boom! Yeah! Let's hear it for the song, man.
Make sure one you should get that Happy Bear teddy bear and give it to Jack since it's his birthday.
I will say, I got a very nice birthday.
The gizmo?
I should have brought it down here for the show. It was very sweet, very nice. Thank you, Vic.
Oh, so it did get there finally.
Yeah, I got to hear yesterday.
See,
Very good.
you hear the post office rain and snow and sleet and hail doesn't stop them. It stopped them here. So
yeah, it stopped them here as well. Yeah, there's I package sent Trista took like 6 weeks. I suppose it was like 3 to 5 day guarantee. Yeah, but at least it got there, I guess. But yeah, I know a lot of things are now using DHL and UPS instead of United States Postal Service. It's not very reliable at the moment.
That's a shame.
It is a shame, I'm sure.
It is.
I got to bring back drawn pictures. I haven't drawn a picture for a while.
Are you gonna enjoy Jonathan Jackson next?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah,
I'll take the glasses off for you, maybe.
I don't have anything. I don't have my stuff down here to do it. Maybe next week. I gotta get my pen and paper. I'll be prepared, though. I'll be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't
I'll take a
prepared to
mental
show the
note.
balloons after birthday ended.
What?
You weren't prepared for your balloon celebration once we came on air. To show it was your birthday because you skipped last week.
Exactly. I had a nice birthday.
Good for that.
It's a good time.
How old are you now?
How old do you think I am? Don't say like 60 or something.
A youngster.
Old man.
No, you're a young
42.
45.
Yeah.
Off by 3.
And old time Jackie Jones. So we're gonna get to these questions, you think?
Yeah.
Anything else I want to bring up before we go to the questions, or a question?
I did want to bring up that Rock has a new show, Young Rock, and I did not watch it, but that is a sitcom that is out currently. So
it is. I would like to check this out. I did get a kick out of the just the stills I saw of a lot of the
wrestlers,
yeah.
Andre and
I read it.
It's no Andre Hart of the Giant, but
no.
What is?
Exactly.
You ever get back with the producer of that?
You know what? He's on my Facebook, and he told me to call him, and I forgot all about it. I should do that. It took me forever, years to find the dude, and then he finally got back to me. Then it's like, a lot of it is the chase. It's like the hunt. And then once you get to there, it's like, yeah, whatever. But I should get back to that.
But like, we could potentially have a copy of Andre the Heart of the Giant.
Oh my God,
that's the goal.
Watch it.
Yeah, not to be dark, but I'm saying my life would be complete after that. Like I could. I'm not saying I would blow my brains out or jump in front of the train or anything, but if something horrible would happen, I would just be happy. I'd be content. I'd be like, okay. I've done things I wanted to do, and I've reached the pinnacle. I've seen Andre Hart of the Giant. I'm fine.
I can understand that.
The only thing that I've seen online is like people claiming that they've seen the movie, and I say bullshit. They are lying. They have not seen the movie.
Maybe it's just so good once you see it. You want to keep it for yourself. You know?
How is it so elusive? Like, how can we not find a copy of Andre the Heart of the Giant?
Unicorn.
I know. We need to see it. I mean, nowadays everything gets leaked out, you know?
What would you do, ensure, to see it?
I mean, I found a copy of that, like In the Woods or whatever, the Bruce Campbell deal before they made Evil Dead. Like, I found a copy of that floating around on the internet. And he claimed in his book it was like so impossible to find, and I found it on the internet. But like,
I don't know if you know, I actually found Tecmo Bowl.
Techno Bowl?
And I know that's like, one of the rarest video games to get your
I
hands
wasn't
on.
even talking about video games, but yeah, Techno Bowl. That's quite a prize. Quite a prize.
The Madden of the 80s.
It's true. They're talking about like maybe bringing it back. So
Really?
like a new update at Techno Bowl.
Damn, that's the talk of the town.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We
It's
need
like
to cut out clips like all the other shows, like, you know, Jackie Jones shoots on, you know, Bubba McGee. That could be a clip. It's like Incher shoots on Tecmo Bowl.
I don't think that's going to get many hits.
Yeah. All right. If anyone wants to answer any of these, shoot in. You're all welcome here. You're all part of the Eddieverse family. Al wants to know, is the snow in West Virginia real, or is it that synthetic government shit?
It is real.
It's 5G.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you go up to Snowshoe, they do produce their own snow sometimes up there. But for the most part, all of the snow in West Virginia is real.
But is it yellow?
Only if you go number one in it.
Okay.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
How about the brown snow?
Well, that could be mud, or it could be mud.
Or leaves. Or it could be the WV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Couldn't you send that shirt to somebody who wouldn't zoom in and just keep it in their closet? And
you love it. Aren't you should be proud. It's part of the show. It's part of the history of the show. Part of your history. Part of your state pride. Part of your personal pride. It's got your state pride, personal pride, Headyverse pride. You got to get the pride in you. You got to be proud in you. Proud of in your head.
WV pride.
WV pride. Yeah. Now are you proud? Now you're seeing a different light, ain't you?
No.
We are the WV.
Yes, we are the WV. Let's get a chant on WV. WV.
WV. WV. WV. WV.
It just hurts my soul. And Vince, even Vic's going along with it. It's just like no, Vic, please don't. At least Steven didn't do it.
And this will make you feel better, ain't you? Imagine all the people at home watching this and listening to this on the podcast. They're all standing up in their chairs and chanting along at home. Boom, yeah. All right. Well, XR this is like a picture, I think.
What?
We have to show a picture. I don't understand this.
Is
I've
it
seen this a
derogatory?
couple times on here, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Is it offensive?
No, I mean, not to me. I don't know. What does this mean? Will XR take Jack's advice?
Go
I don't know
home
what that means.
Be a family.
Go
man.
home and be a family man.
Yeah, that's a thing from Street Fighter. But I don't know why you're telling Lexar to go home and be a family man.
Wait, does he want him to be like Ricky Steamboat?
I guess. Maybe that's the connection.
Could be. I just don't get it. Here's another one by JJ here. Can he? Oh, here we go. Too bad the show's so small.
Yeah.
Best pose ever.
Hell yeah. Boom, dead.
Excellent.
You ever do that pose, Insure?
No.
Songman? Lexar? Lexar would like if someone... There you go. Looks like he's getting ready to get a Lexar.
Maybe.
Mike Besslar.
Hey, Jack, I got a question of my own. Yeah. What are some of the biggest tips, tricks, and do's and don'ts of going to the casino? I'm going to the casino this Thursday. So.
Well, I said this last week, but don't, or the other week, when last time we did the show, don't bring more money than you're willing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
have fun. All right, those are the main things. Okay. I don't know. I mean, there's just have a good time, but read the. You have to read the machines. I don't recommend just maxing out because you can win the main jackpots, but you can also you're also gonna go through your money quickly. But make sure that you're putting enough money in the slot machine where you could still get the bonuses, because some things will be like you have to play so many lines or else you won't get the bonuses. And if you're not even going to get the bonuses, then you probably shouldn't even play that machine. So read the machines and see what's going on.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research on how slot machines work and how they win. And it's basically you have to get lucky because the machine has a computer.
Yeah, so I don't have really advice about getting lucky.
The machine has a computer chip in it, so it comes out with random slots lines per 1,000 times per second. So if I want to get the ultimate jackpot, I have to press the button or pull the lever at that exact same microsecond. So
Lexar,
unless I play unless Jack, you know how to play video poker and know how to play the card.
Yeah, I mean, I know how to play poker, but
video poker.
I know that we've talked bad about sitcoms here on the show, but I think if you want a good tip about going to the casino, you need to look back at a sitcom called Happy Days, and it had Fonzie in it when he would walk up to a machine and just slap it and it would just work for him. So you're just going to go up to this slot machine, you're going to slap it, and it's just going to start spitting out money.
This is an actual text from a friend of mine. Earlier this week, he was at the casino, and this is what he won. Here you go, Alexa. Look at this. At Rivers Casino, hit blackjack progressive jackpot $38,768.62 after taxes. He walked out with $30,700.
Yeah, but that's blackjack. I don't play.
No, it's a blackjack machine.
I don't know how to play blackjack.
Oh, blackjack's easy,
Jack.
Lexar.
Get to 21.
Get to 21.
Yeah.
Just spam the button. That'll do it.
Stand on 16. Never hit after you get to 16.
That's only if you're the dealer. Mike Beslaw.
The dealer has to bust, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't recommend it. It depends what everyone else says. Mike Bessler, why do eBay ads for every expensive watches keep showing up in my Facebook feed?
Because you keep searching for them.
There you go. Yeah, I think it's because it's time. It's time. It's Vader time. I have a Vader mask. I should do the show with it one of these days. Nikki Callahan doesn't have too many here. Who will be the three other competitors of the AEW ladder match? Currently, it's Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Penta, Phoenix, or I guess it's going to be one of these three. Three of these people, I guess. Cody, Scorpio Sky, Penta, Phoenix, or Archer. Or those? I'm not exactly sure of the question. I'll just say all of them.
You took my answer.
You said a ladder match?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
I didn't watch last week, so I'm kind of.
I did, but I don't remember. I didn't even know there was a ladder match. Anyway, I'll be tuned in. I'll find out.
Why didn't you add Shaq?
He doesn't need the ladder. He just reach up.
Where's Vic's sign for Nikhil? Did you lose the sign, Vic?
No, I didn't lose the sign. You want the sign?
Sure, let's get the sign.
Just like he lost that happy birthday teddy bear for Jack. He didn't put it on there.
Yeah.
I posted a special video for Jack for his birthday.
Okay. Very nice.
I know Songman and Jack both saw it, so there we go.
Very sweet.
Oh, this is a different one. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry.
I gotta do for you, yeah.
Thoughts on Sammy? We talked about that. Lashley versus Drew at Mania, yes or no?
Why not?
Yeah.
Mm. I guess he's got to have something to do.
Would you rather see Miz versus Drew? I mean,
Yeah.
So I mean,
better-
whatever. I
It's
guess.
better with Miz versus Truth than Miz versus Bad Bunny.
oh no, that's the greatest. I hope they go and unify the 24/7 and WWE title.
No,
They need to.
no, Jones Jackson. No, that's a bad idea.
It has to happen. And then Bad Bunny
He's
wins
a
it,
bad
then takes
kid.
it on to SNL. It didn't make the cover of USA Today, bro.
You giving it the Super Bowl halftime next year?
Yep. Just rapping something that nobody understands. It's gonna be amazing.
They'll bring out like John Elway,
you,
and
Vic.
he'll just stand there and he'll wrap around him.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Nikhil time. What are the current COVID restrictions in the areas you live in? London, it's lockdown, essential shopping only.
You just gotta wear a mask when you go into public right
yeah, I
now.
think our restaurants
and-
here are 40%, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think the bars are open here yet. I don't think
They opened the bar. They were closed for lunch. They opened them here. They're a certain percentage.
Yeah, I really.
I
don't
will
know
say it's the only time I've because I don't. I mean, I'll go and get takeout a lot of places. There's a place down the street here that it's inexpensive. It's a little bar, but I went in there the last time to get takeout, and it said max 12 people, but it's very small. It's like a little tiny place. And so they had 12 people. It's like completely packed. And, all of them were just at the bar drinking with no masks. And that was that was one of the only times I felt like, I don't think I want to be in
Yeah.
here. Would you put your face up Nia Jax's hole? Lexar's all about it.
I'm undecided.
I don't know.
She gets her work rate up.
Yeah.
I'm all about the work rate and moveset.
You'll probably have to watch the documentary soon. That's coming soon. Dark
What, a
Side of the Hole.
I'd watch that. Do you like the Naked Gun trilogy? I don't know about the whole trilogy, but I like the first movie.
I know the first one's good. Second, I can't remember the second.
And I like
one
Police
that much.
Squad, the old show.
The second one was the one that had Anna Nicole Smith in it.
Yeah,
Right?
I honestly don't remember them. I mean, they might be
think.
good. I just don't remember them.
And the third one, I can't even remember the third one. So first one's good though. But yeah, Police Squad was good too.
Are you a fan of the singer Bad Bunny? We've got his number one fan.
Hell yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Don't know any of his songs, but he's good for business.
It is weird that that there are fans like that's all they care about, like that it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, but look at the shirts they sold.
Right.
Did you like it? They sold shirts. I'm like, okay.
I mean, would you rather get a Bad Bunny shirt or what was that, Vic? A Christmas
ham?
ornament from who was that?
The Otis Ham shirt.
Mustafa Ali. It was a gingerbread ornament.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd probably rather have the gingerbread ornament because I could hang it up here. But
I'd rather wear
I
the
don't know.
WV shirt.
actually, now you put it that way, probably I guess the Bad Bunny shirt. I don't know. Could I just not buy either?
Sure.
I'd probably not buy either. I would get the Otis Ham shirt though before the Bad Bunny shirt, especially if it's on clearance for like $6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he bought his own shirts. That's all he did. But hell yeah, Bad Bunny.
I know it's like a belt that you're totally invested in, Jack, but what do you think about Bad Bunny being the 24/7 champion?
I mean, the thing is, the belt is just a huge joke, so it makes no difference. I
He
mean,
had
they
it
had
on
Pat Patterson
Saturday
on the
Night
belt when
Live.
he's like 70. They've had like an announcer of the belt. The women have had the belt. Ring announcers didn't like football. I mean, people don't even wrestle. I mean, so why is this one any worse? It's just,
The word you're looking for is prestigious.
it is very prestigious.
Semi-prestigious.
How about you, Intra, though? Were you are you offended? Which is worse? Bad Bunny having the belt or Paige having her boyfriend come on the belt?
I would say the Page thing.
I honestly think that I think the Bad Bunny shows less respect.
I know. I mean, I don't see why you would think that.
Was he ejaculating? He was so excited.
I mean, somebody did an act where somebody would be uncomfortable, like even like handling the belt. So
I know, that's what I'm saying. Bad Bunny has the belt. Now you don't want him to get it again.
not Bad Bunny. I'm talking about the Page thing.
Yeah, but no one would have known unless someone stole her videos.
But now you know.
Yeah, but Ric Flair used to have sex with the belt.
But at least you
Ric
didn't
Flair,
have
Shawn Michaels.
Cornette said he did.
Cornette?
Yeah, and he wasn't even champion.
Did he have to borrow it?
Yeah, he was like carrying, and like when he had it at home, he was like banging his wife or something.
No,
he had to wipe off, and he was like, "Oh, there's a belt," and just
Jeez, makes you wonder if you really want to like pick up the championship belt. You know, like if you see him at a sign or
I've said this for years. That's why you don't lick inanimate objects.
Well, I didn't say lick it. I said pick it up. I mean,
lick it up. I mean,
yeah, lick it up's a great song. I mean,
some people kiss the belt.
Yeah,
lick it up has grown on to me as like a song. I'm just like, I do kind of get into it now, so I'm rocking to it like Vince Russo.
I think I was a fan of it before Vince Russo. At least publicly.
I don't know.
I think I was talking about on the show before Vince Russo. I remember because then people were saying he's stealing your bit. Look at this guy. He'll take Vince Russo's side over as like his audio soulmate.
What?
Looking stabbing me in the back.
Yeah.
Owl. Oh, Jonathan Jackson just says yes. Owl, what is the point of Brian Cage being the FTW champion? None.
Yeah. I don't know. Even in ECW, did it have like a big thing? I mean,
at least it really didn't. But at least in ECW, it made sense when he brought it in. I remember when this happened, it made no sense that he brought out the FTW belt before he even had the title shot. If you were going to do it, I wouldn't have ever done it. But if you were going to do it, he would have not won the title, but not in a way that, look, when he lost the championship match, it was because Taz threw the towel in. So you can't even dispute that. If he would have lost it in a way that was up in the air, like, you know, he shouldn't have lost this match, and then he could say, I'm the rightful champion. I'm the rightful champion, and I can't get a rematch for whatever reason. I'm going to make my own belt. At least then, like, it would have made, I'm not saying it'd be great, but at least it would have made logical sense within the show. But the way they did it, I'm an AEW fan. It made no logical sense at all. It was just like, let's just bring this belt back because Taz used to have it.
Just nostalgic.
And now, I mean, what is the point of it? If you just start watching now, would you even understand like why he has it?
Mm-hmm. So what happened to Darby after they dragged him behind the SUV there?
He's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah. But I think he's all right, though. No.
He's dead, but he's all right.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, people can burn up and be fine, so why not?
The Fiend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton got burned up so bad he'd wear a mask, and then he's just totally fine. So
they gotta summon him back, though. That's what it is.
He's getting compliments on his quads from Kofi Kingston.
Quadzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Bully Ray.
Well, he was Calfzilla.
What? Oh, he's Calfzilla. You're right.
He's Calfzilla. Yeah.
Maybe he could be Quadzilla or Quadra. He's like the Mothra.
Vince Russo
power bomb on. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Vince Russo says Sting took a power bomb on Dynamite. I did not know that either.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Jeez, if he's complaining about Seth Rollins destroying him, I mean, now he's taking power bombs.
He never complained, though. He never complained.
I heard
it wasn't a buckle bomb, too. So
he did at his Hall of Fame induction. He complained about Seth. He was like,
as JJ said here, that was a buckle bomb, which is, I mean, I'm not a wrestler, but all wrestlers say it's way more dangerous because you can't really protect yourself on the bump.
Actually, when Seth Rollins did that power bomb to the guardrails at SummerSlam 2016 to Finn Balor, he broke his arm.
Yeah, he's hurt a lot of people with it.
So Seth Rollins reckless when he
That's
does
how you
it.
make it to the top. Take everybody out.
Boom.
Yep.
We got to do that intro. We got to start taking all the other podcasts out.
I'm game.
Yep. Give Bruce Pritchard a power bomb. Oh no, buckle bomb.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet.
Beat up Conrad.
I think it'd be fun to go take out old podcasters that don't even do the shows anymore.
Just like while they're at their day job. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun. It's like WWE. It's like let's humiliate the legends.
It's like, we know everybody else has forgot you, but we never forget.
I'm Big Boss. I ain't done nothing to you.
Now we're gonna beat your ass.
Mr. Adam and the Phantom. Let's see here. Brian Matthew Cluttar wants to know, how hyped are you for the recently launched Wings channel? And come on,
there's a Wings channel.
Oh fuck it, you
like Buffalo Wings.
No offense
or
to anybody out there, but if you're watching the Wings channel, like you've got to be the most useless person. You just have to admit, like you've got nothing going for you.
So they just play Wings 24/7.
Good Lord. Could you imagine what kind of pathetic person you have to be to watch that?
I've never seen an episode of Wings. Never.
Good.
I'm actually intrigued by it a little bit because I kind of not even watched the show, but I knew it was on, but I didn't know how hot it will be right now.
It's the talk of the town.
Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued. I'll probably watch a few episodes.
I like this term talk.
I like the show, but I do agree with Jack. Would I have watched it if there was a lot of other things on TV? But I don't hate the show though.
I never said I hated it or anything. It's just worthless.
It's just worthless.
Yeah, it's just there.
It had some.
It was on.
Come on now.
It passed the time, and then it was over, and you moved on. But like, it wasn't like something you wait. Like, oh man, I can't wait to see what happens next week on Wings. Unless you're just a fucking loser. No offense to anybody.
My goodness.
No offense to the fucking losers out there.
Maybe just watch back episodes of Dallas.
Hey, Dallas is good.
You just go find something new to do.
Vix insulted now that you mentioned Dallas. In a poor light.
I like their theme song though.
Yeah.
Who shot JR?
I never really watched Dallas back in the
I've never seen it either.
Yeah, I know my oldest brother, he used to watch it like crazy, but
I think I was too young when it was on. I was probably like, I was not in the age range.
Yeah, me too. I was wanting like Bugs Bunny and stuff,
Bad Bunny.
Bugs.
Hell yeah.
And she was watching Matlock.
Nah,
that's what all the kids loved.
I was like, oh boy, Matlock's on. Yes.
Talk to the third graders about Matlock tomorrow.
Oh boy, I hope they play Murder, She Wrote after this. Can't wait.
You can look at it, even 9. So.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
What's your current favorite show, Faith?
You what?
What's your favorite current show, Faith?
Oh, I thought you said, what's your favorite shoe?
No, current.
Oh, current show. Oh, definitely Lucifer. I've been binge watching it. Yeah.
You gotta watch out, Lexar. It almost sounds like Lexar.
What are y'all's favorite
Devil.
shows?
Oh, we watch old shows when we were kids.
I don't watch TV at all.
Intro was watching Wings, so.
But don't say Wings is my favorite show right now. Come on now.
right below Gilligan's Island.
Oh, hey, little buddy. I love the Skipper. But I'm gonna say I would say Better Call Saul, my favorite show.
That's a good show.
Yeah. So just so everybody doesn't think I'm a complete moron.
I just binge watched season 1 and 8 episodes. So there's only 2 episodes left, but of Snowpiercer. That's a good show. I liked it.
I think the last series I finished was Supernatural, and that was it. I got no shows now. So
my mom likes that Supernatural.
Steven,
Spaceballs also seems to air daily sometimes, even at the same time on different channels.
Spaceballs?
Really? I've not noticed this. But used to be people say you're flipping channels, but how can you flip channels anymore? It's like 900 channels. So I don't know what's on. Even if I know something's on, I can never remember what channel it is. It's like,
I do have to look it up.
Or is that 749?
Like I was setting up my recorder for the rock show, and of course my power went out. I don't know if you've heard. And
I'll believe it.
But USA replayed it after Raw this week, so I did record it then, and it was on tonight, so I recorded it as well. So I need to catch up and watch Young Rock.
Lexar, do you think I should let the beard grow in? It's getting pretty scruffy.
Yeah, I'm coming. Based on your old photos, I'm kind of intrigued what you look like with a full beard.
I'll probably shave. But we'll see. We'll see, Alexa. It might make you happy with. Brian Matthew Clutter, how old the greatest comedy of all time? What was that?
I tried to go a beard, but it's just too roughy, too scuffled. So I just shaved it off.
There you go.
And it itches though.
Yeah, I've never had that issue, but I know a lot of people.
Moisturize.
Yeah, that's true. You got to keep moisturized. You don't want the flaky skin. I use coconut oil. I used to have a big jug of coconut oil by my bed. I used to think, people think I was like some pervert, like grabbing, but it was to keep my face dry, moist. Especially since I walk a lot. I'm in the sun and my face gets dry. Brian Matthew Cluttar. Why aren't there 10 In Your Head shows a week like there are Conrad Thompson shows? Bitches.
I did find it funny. Somebody said, like, does he even do real estate anymore? He's always doing podcasts.
Quality over quantity.
There you go. Boom.
There you go.
Yeah. We got to work on the quality now. We've got the quantity in order, 1 a week. Now it's got to work on the quality.
We'll try.
Right now,
as soon as I can get Jack to watch Impact again, I've been.
You don't even watch yourself. I've watched it more than you have. You're like, won't you bet? Oh,
now that is a total lie.
Then
you
I went
watched it more than I have.
Oh, I have seen, last time I saw it, the Flying Elvises were coming out.
The Flying Elvises, give me a break. Sonny Siaki.
I watched it weeks ago, and you were like months behind.
I watched it with you.
Bunch of bullshit.
Watched it with you. Don't give me that.
Oh shit!
Don't give me that.
Bullshit.
Lies.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, this coffee's from Kentucky.
Oh, is it?
Not this thermos.
Has it got bat droppings in it?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, Jason. I'll try just about any type of food, but I'm not eating something that came out of an animal's asshole.
You've had a hot dog before, and that is
the asshole. Well, if you grind up the asshole,
it's better that way.
Something out of the asshole. All right, Incher. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Let's see. If I had to say, probably right now, I'm going to say tacos.
All right. So let's say I ate your favorite taco. I swallowed a whole.
Uh-huh.
I put it in like a no, I just swallowed a whole, and then I walked around in the woods. People were following me around. I drop trowel, I squat down, just shit it out in the middle of the woods. The guy comes over, picks it up. He's like Indiana Jones, he's got a little brush and he's brushing off all the feces. That's the poop.
Yes, I'm aware of what feces.
Clean up this taco for Incher. And then he would bring it to you. He'd be like, this came out of, this is your favorite taco, came out of Jack's ass in the woods. Are you going to eat it?
I think I would shoot that person.
How did this even come to be?
I don't know.
Who in their right mind was walking through the woods and saw, I don't know, weasel shit, whatever it is, a fox, an animal, shit in the woods. And they're like, oh yeah, look, there's some coffee beans in there. And the other guy's like, yeah, but Freddie, we can just go pick the coffee beans over there. Oh no, we got to pick them out of this shit.
I don't
by accident.
Yeah, I think the person was just eating shit and he noticed the coffee beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said,
So
there's some
the flavor.
This isn't as bad as what it should be, and I'm kind of enjoying this. What part of digesting and like not fully digesting it and releasing it makes it better?
I can't imagine it makes it better.
Maybe it makes corn taste better too.
There you go. Sure.
We'll never know though. I'm not doing that.
Start selling that. If you $20 on the super chat right now.
Are you doing? What?
No. Some corn.
No, I'm not. No,
I'm not supposed to eat corn.
Oh.
Ryan Math. Oh, it's. I won't go into it. Well, here, real quick. I was informed that I wasn't eating corn, popcorn, seeds, all these things. I was informed that's not true. That current studies say that the doctors don't think that's true anymore with diverticulitis. So I looked into it. My friend Trista, her roommate, is a doctor, and she told me this. So anyway, I looked into it, and from what I understand, it is true. They don't think that corn and seeds and nuts and all these things affect you if you have a diverticulitis. So I tested this theory out. I ate some nuts, it was fine. I ate a lot of popcorn at the theater, fine. So from what I can gather, you're if you had I'm no doctor, so look into this yourself. But if you have diverticulitis, eating corn, seeds, all that stuff will not affect you.
That means we can send you gourmet popcorn now.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to make sure you let everybody know that you are not a doctor or a medical professional.
I am not a doctor or a medical professional.
That gourmet popcorn, is that the stuff the Boy Scouts sell? Is that what you're talking about, Vic?
No, this was when we went up to New York, when I had a business trip a couple of years ago when you could still fly, the Amish up there had a festival and they had all this special gourmet popcorn.
Oh. Huh.
They make it with no electricity. So it makes it better.
God only knows what they're doing to it.
Yeah, they don't put it in a microwave. They use fire. Who would have guessed?
I was watching Gordon Ramsay video. Said he was he was making fast food that's supposed to be like easy to make, and it was all this stuff that took like days. I was just like, what the? He's like, oh, just make my own. He pickled his own vegetables for like a sandwich. I'm like, how the fuck is that fast food? I'm gonna sit there and pickle stuff and wait like days to eat.
That is not fast. Can he do KFC chicken though?
And one of the things he did was popcorn. He did popcorn as a side. He made his own popcorn on the stovetop, and then he made his own caramel. I'm like, I'm sure that's good, but this does not seem like it's a fast product to make.
He can make KFC, but he has to wait until the chicken naturally dies.
Yeah, he made chicken. He's like, look, you gotta marinate in buttermilk overnight. Look, this isn't fast.
No.
What part of the fast don't you understand? And then he made a sandwich. He's like, I used to eat this in France, and you get the sausage. It's only in like Schubel Island in France, and it's like, who the fucking has that? We're
Camera
not all
magic.
millionaires that can fly to France to get this sausage.
It's camera magic. All of that looked to you. What was it? 5 minutes?
Yeah. It's like, well, I flew to France. I got this sausage and like this little this shop like on this cobble road.
All for a ham sandwich. Yikes.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? I understand you would make it a little better than what I can get at McDonald's, but if it takes me like a week to make it. Dobbs,
I agree with Gordon Ramsay on one thing.
I like Gordon Ramsay. I'm not against him, man.
He said pineapple doesn't fucking belong on pizza.
I disagree.
How fucking dare you? Pineapple pizza is my favorite.
I agree. I am half-blooded Italian, and just like my FBI brother here, JJ, and Vic Schiavone, we're the new FBI, and we are all standing by pineapple on pizza.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is the best.
It's where it belongs.
Sweet and savory together.
I would have cereal on pizza.
You're disgusting.
Cereal.
What?
Your bootio pizza.
Pineapple is
Cereal.
disgusting on pizza. Oh,
Delicious.
I would have drink pineapple juice than have pineapple on pizza.
Frosted Flakes might be all right on pizza.
Ham and pineapple. You roast a ham, you put pineapple on it. So why wouldn't you on a ham on a pizza?
I used to hate pineapple, but I think now I've turned around on pineapple, so I would be willing to give it a shot, but I have not ate pineapple.
Expanding your horizons.
Yeah.
I think you've all had just bad pineapples. That's what it is. So if you get a bad pineapple experience, just like any food, you just won't want to eat it. So try it again.
It probably was some pineapple you got from Jason Mitten. It's like pooped out in the woods by some goat or something.
Jason Mitten doesn't poop out anything.
What?
Like SARS in the know.
Exactly. Is Incher interested? We have a video question or a text question here. Dobbs wants to know if you're interested in this. If you can't read it, it's a picture of a young damsel, and she says, "Mama tried to raise a lady, but Daddy won. He raised a lady who doesn't wipe after taking a shit."
You can tell there's like some text behind that, though. You know somebody's changed that. So
well, maybe they thought it was fitting for you or something. Well, are you interested?
No, I'm good.
So you're pro wiping.
Yes. I did it today, as a matter of fact.
Very good. Very. You don't want to take the day off.
No.
All right. Here's another. We've got a lot of picture questions. Picture pages. Time to get your picture page. Time to get your crayons and your pencils. What kind of milk would you choose? So this is some woman who's like bathing men in milk. Bathe in my milk. So you can get soy, almond, or traditional milk. Offer open to men only. She will not bathe women in her milk. Use my sponge. I will watch you. And this is at, I would like to give this woman a shout out. Batheinmymilk.com.
IOH is sponsored today by batheinmymilk.com.
And here's a dude apparently that's bathing in the milk.
I think I know that guy.
Pretty good looking man.
Or something.
Look at that full head of hair.
She looks like she's.
That ain't full head of hair. Come on now. Even back in there wasn't a full head of hair. But I didn't understand like why I was in the photo with the milk, but
now you get it.
I guess I get it now. But
that would make perfect sense.
Yeah, so that's why I was in there. And why did I have headphones while I was in the milk? I don't know.
You listen here, listen to some music while you're bathing in the milk.
Maybe Incher will bathe in half and half.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Recently, I've started drinking coconut milk. So could I get a bath in coconut milk?
Yeah, it's not listed there, but I think they can make an exception.
I think that would be more a better smell, and I don't think it would.
Yeah, I like the almond milk. I do actually do coconut milk sometimes.
It has to be
actually,
her
my
milk,
favorite would
though.
be cashew milk.
Do you get the So Delicious or whatever? It's like So Delicious coconut milk.
No, I get one that's toasted coconut milk by I forget the brand name.
I did see goat's milk at the
Yeah,
that's
it's a pretty common thing, really.
They just had one thing of it, but I didn't know that Walmart would sell goat milk.
Oh, I'm surprised it's Walmart, but yeah. But I mean, goat's milk's been around for centuries.
Oh yeah, I know it's been around, but I was surprised
Walmart.
Walmart had
I'd
it.
expect the Walmart. That's weird.
Yeah.
Al Ulb, is it true that Songman is going to do an inspired cover of Jive Soul Bro called Gay Homo, set to the tune of Jive Soul Bro?
That's it. Let's cancel Al. Let's cancel him.
He'll never star in a
Jokes
motion
are not
picture.
appreciated anymore, and I think he needs to be canceled.
Maybe meant it, in a good, nice way.
Deplatform him, Jack. Deplatform him.
Yeah, send him back to MySpace.
Out of here. It's going to what is the one that all Parlor.
Yeah.
Parlor.
Juan T. Who the fuck is Incher?
What?
Juan, let me introduce myself. I am the power goat. The man who tells you what to do, Juan. I am 1-inch biceps. Hear me roar.
Boom, yeah.
The king of all the marks.
King of all the marks.
Is that always the same white shirt, Lexar, or do you have multiple ones?
I have multiple ones.
You use
Like,
bleach when you
Open your
wash them?
closet and it's just lines of white t-shirts.
If we
Actually-
gave you a shirt that has color in it, would you bleach it white?
Or is that your gang colors?
Gang colors, white t-shirts.
We're part of the white shirt gang. Yeah.
There you go. Johnson Jackson's wearing white.
See, I don't like the V-neck. I never like showing like my chest hair. I hate V-necks. You're
I
right.
just don't like the colors because it just like messes
It
up.
feels like it's choking you or something.
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
I just bought like 2 packs of white t-shirts earlier today. So I have more white t-shirts. I don't know. I'll probably wear a different colored shirt in the near
You
future.
go to your closet and you
you,
open it up and you look and it's just like white shirt, white shirt, white shirt, white shirt.
Didn't I just say that?
And
Yeah,
you
that's what Jack said. You just repeated what Jack said earlier.
did I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't even listen to him.
I think what I say sinks into his mind, and he's like, he realizes it's such a good thought. It's like, well, I'm just going to process that as my own, thoughts. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Al, at this point, are we more likely to hear an announcement that Linda McMahon is pregnant before we hear that Ronda Rousey is pregnant? Whoa. Poor Ronda.
The jab.
That's kind of mean. Why is he giving Ronda Rousey a jab like that?
Probably whoop his ass.
She probably could. I'd say she would.
Let's be honest. She could probably whip all of her asses.
Probably, I'd say so. Especially that Jack.
Yeah, but she wouldn't want to because I just win her over with my charm.
I'd like to see you try to win her over with your charm.
I've been told that's why people don't hit me, because I can be annoying, but then like I'm charming, so they don't punch me. Ow! What do you think, Lexar? Do you think you could take Ronda Rousey?
I'll just bring Holly home as my bodyguard.
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't know who Holly Holm is, she's the MMA fighter that beat Ronda Rousey for the very first time.
Their first time. Aloe could beat Joe Biden at Mario Kart.
Wow, is Joe Biden good at Mario Kart or something?
Yeah, it says here President Biden plays Mario Kart with family at Camp David. I mean, that's cool and all, but why is that even news? It's like on a news channel, news thing.
That's all they got.
Like this guy plays a video game with his family. It's like, whoa, awesome. I mean, it's nice, good for him, but it seems very odd. But anyway, you beat Joe Biden at Mario Kart, do you think? That would be good for your what is it?
Well, that would be for my Twitch channel.
Yeah, if you could get Joe Biden on there.
Come on, Joe.
Maybe Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could probably beat him. I could beat him.
I don't know. I heard he's pretty good at it. Who do you think he plays? He's like a Yoshi man.
He's probably like Shy Guy, I bet.
Who's your go-to Mario Kart? I always like.
I like Luigi. I think I'd Luigi. Like, I don't want to be the Mario guy because Mario is like so atypical, but I do like Luigi.
Me, Wario.
Wario's cool.
Is it, Dobbs wants to know, is it true that if you put stuff up your butt, your body extracts nutrients from it?
Who knows?
I mean, I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
It's interesting though, because
I've heard like you can get drunk from alcohol. Like if you put
Yeah.
alcohol in your ass,
Butt chugging.
yeah, you can get.
Now,
drunk.
why do people chug anything? Do people butt chug anything but alcohol? It's a good question. It's like Incher. They always tell you got to get a lot of kale in your diet, leafy greens. And what if you don't like kale? Fucking sucks. What if you can just shove it up your ass and you get all the nutrients from the kale? You don't have to eat all that kale. You can just
like kale.
No,
I like kale, all right.
Maybe they use that poop coffee and they put it back in.
Like spinach.
Maybe it gets
kale.
double the effect.
I can eat it.
Cycle.
I'm not saying like I have
kale.
an urge for it.
Nobody likes kale. It's like the wings of food.
The wings of food. Wings are great. What
No, the TV show, fucking bitch.
Oh.
I mean, nothing personal.
Nothing
So
personal.
yeah, butt chugging. Butt chugging, good time. I don't think that would even be fun. I mean, not just the fact that you're shoving something up your asshole, but the point, like when I used to drink a lot, like I enjoyed the taste of the booze. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I don't think I'd enjoy just shoving it in my rectum.
I heard you're a fan of that though. So
Of shoving stuff in your rectum?
no, yours. You do it to your own self.
Maybe that's how someone could. Would that be a bad rib on you, Intro, to finally get you drunk? You're like, you tricked me, shoved it up my butt.
What? No, I'd stab a few people
You
before
think
that.
you could butt chug root beer?
That's fizzy. It would. Nah,
Might
it
be
wouldn't
okay,
work.
but I don't know.
Jack might do a vasectomy on Incher.
What? He's going to do a vasectomy on. What? Has he gone to medical school or something? Like,
I can watch a YouTube video. I'm sure it's all right. Hold still.
what knife you using there?
My vasectomy knife.
You better not be using some like cheap knife. You gotta have a
nice
good knife.
knife.
What knife is
A
that?
quality knife.
High quality.
High quality.
You'd be fine with me using this to operate on your testicles.
Nah, I don't think so.
God, fucking getting all hippity hoppity on. How about these?
No, that's
Betty
like meat
Crocker.
scissors. Isn't that meat scissors?
Yeah. Well, what do you think your balls are? It's
You know, like I never knew those were meat scissors till like a few, like, and then like I found out. I was like,
Why do I
oh, well, I
meat
just thought they were regular scissors.
cutting up my meat down here.
Hmm.
I should just pull those out your back pocket.
Is there a Wrong Turn Film Festival in West Virginia?
No.
And if no, should Without Your Head start one? I don't know if you know this intro, but there is they just rebooted
a new one. Yeah.
I've heard it's horrible.
Yeah. It's
it's
like not
shocking.
even hillbillies in it. It's like just like they don't even say like Appalachia. Or
yeah, I haven't watched.
Oh yeah, spoiler if you want to see this one.
I did get the screener, but I didn't watch it. But our reviewer didn't like it. Diablo Joe, the replacement of the Headless Critic. Tyler Stevens, if Nia Jax married ZZ and had his babies, would Intra be happy for them, or would he hate the life inside of her?
No, I'd be happy for him. Yeah.
Would you be jealous? Would you be jealous of Nia that she is carrying ZZ's seed?
No. No, I'm good. God
if
bless
the
him.
Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic Jr. was a reality, would you want to father ZZ's children?
No, I'm good. No.
How about be like the uncle? Uncle Incher?
Uncle, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we could do that.
And Tyler Stevens, what does Incher think now about Nia Jax?
Now, like what happened?
Right this instant. Yeah.
Right now, I like her all right. I think she's kind of reckless and she hurts a lot of people, but I mean, yeah, she's all right, I guess.
It ain't ballet.
It ain't ballet, nope.
Al, is it true that Incher and Lars Sullivan are going to make a parody of Young Rock called Hung Cock, with Lars playing Hung Cock and Incher playing the crackhead Hung Cock sodomizes in the backseat of his car? It's a very long question.
Jeez.
I think that's a run-on sentence.
Mm-hmm. No, we're not doing that. Yeah. I never heard of anything of this.
Meltzer reported that.
They did not. Thought we're deplatforming that guy. Jeez, you're going along with it, not Meltzer.
Oh.
Ow.
I'm not standing for any censorship. Vic Schiavone, this is for Jack. When you're out walking and you stop to use the bathroom at the restroom in the middle of the woods, which actually is closed right now. They've got a big wood, not wood penis, but wood, actual wood panels. You can't go into it. But anyway, let's pretend it's summertime and you can go in there. Do you ever
worry? Talking to teenagers all the time, you know? I mean,
what?
You can say the word wood without everybody going, oh.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a very fun show if I just played everything straight. It's all to be funny, and sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you in a little secret. Do you ever worry about a bear biting you in the butt?
Well, I'm sure if you're being chased by one, that would be your top concern, you know.
I mean, I'm on the Cape. I'm right by P-Town. It's a big gay community. So, he doesn't mean like big gay hairy men. He means like an actual bear.
The story that was in Alaska that you posted about the woman who went out in the outhouse and she said a bear bit her in the butt.
I know. Wouldn't that suck, Incher, if you go out to the outhouse, dropping trout, or you're like, I gotta get out of here. You got your butt's exposed, and a bear just starts biting your ass.
That would suck. Yeah.
How does the bear get down there? Weird.
He's probably more pissed off bear because he's in the shithole.
He's looking for coffee.
That's what it is. Yeah, that too. Hoping there's coffee on the other end.
I've not ever been bit in the ass by an animal. I try not to defecate when out walking.
Yeah. That's probably a good rule.
Urinate. And since all the public restrooms are closed, because apparently in my town, they don't believe that the people who live here year-round deserve public toilets. Only for the tourists. They're all closed in the winter. They even block off the trash cans. The trash cans, they say seasonal only, and they put bags over and tie it up and tape them. What, that just encourages littering. So there's a lot of woods though, so I go out in the woods, and the problem is sometimes I'll be out in the woods and then you'll hear people and like, well, I don't want them to come and see me taking a leak out here. Al, is it true that Incher is going to look up the conventions Jack has gone to over the years to try and find out what towns he may have done sex in?
Huh?
There was a wrestling journalist. I don't know his name. Maybe someone here can help me, but I forget. Oh, it was Stan Lane. There was this theory that Stan Lane was the father of some politician. I'm not sure who. And so this wrestling journalist, he said he went and like looked at all the towns that the Midnight Express wrestled in to see what town he did sex in, and that was how he worded it.
He is a Vixen's fan.
Yes, that's it. I don't know this guy. He seems really cool.
He's the coolest, yeah.
He's pretty hip.
He does all the sex everywhere.
Doing the sex.
No, I've never done that though.
All right.
Yeah.
You got like some illegitimate children like around? Is that why he needs to find out, or what's going on there?
Not. Al Ulb, thoughts on WWE, who just posted its most profitable year, telling their employees they won't receive any raises or bonuses this year. I mean, that is pretty bullshit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you feel like shit doing that too? You're like, hey, we fucking do it the best. We made more money than ever before. Hey, sorry, no raises, no bonuses.
Go to hell.
Plus, you can't go play your video game on your Twitch and make a couple extra bucks. Give it to us.
Gotta pay us.
Shaheen wants to know, are you guys going live? We are going live.
We're here.
Dobbs Dean Maya, chalky milk make pain go away. Okay. Nikki Callahan.
Was that like just like a product placement or something?
Batheinmymilk.com.
I think he's yeah.
They didn't have it was racist. I think it was racist. They didn't have chalky milk over at the milk bathing.
Huh.
Thoughts on Bad Bunny winning the 24/7 belt?
Greatest feeling ever.
Songman, you're the singer here. What do you think about this Bad Bunny? You think you can match lyrics?
This is as bad maybe as Pac-Man Jones became a tag team champion in TNA.
Pac-Man. Well, I'll be honest, at least Pac-Man Jones was an athlete.
That's just a joke. I'll be totally dead if they even think about Miz and him and Mania.
Were you pissed into that Pac-Man Jones took the name Pac-Man? You know, he's like stealing like from a legend of the video game genre. He was like Qbert, Smith.
No, it didn't really bother me. I don't think there's any like nobody's gonna like confuse Pac-Man for Pac-Man Jones, you know.
That would be something if someday people are like, they just when they hear Pac-Man, they think of Pac-Man Jones and not the video game. I don't think he ever lived up to his hype.
It's like Pac-Man's going to be in the new Smash Brothers, and then it turns out to be Pac-Man Jones instead of Pac-Man.
Yeah. We got a lot of great references tonight. Pac-Man Jones and Purple Teletubbies. Really up to date.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Tony Khan's comments to Conan?
What'd he say to Conan? I don't know about the comments.
AEW President Tony Khan was a recent guest on the Wrestling Fetish? The fuck kind of name is that?
Is it?
Wrestling Fetish podcast, and fired back at Lucha. Why is he on some show like that? Why didn't he come on in your head? Anyway, back at Lucha Libre legend Conan, who criticized the young promoter for the booking decisions he has been making on AEW. Khan states that he gave AAA, where Conan is a booker, their biggest money angle and TV ratings in 2019 when he wrote the Young Bucks and Lucha Brothers storyline. I think Conan has called my booking into question, which I find very amusing. If I recall, the biggest money angle you, meaning Conan, had the entire year I put that entire Lucha Brothers Young Bucks program together and set the whole outline to you, which I still have on my phone. That was your biggest TV show in 2019. So if I don't know what I'm doing, you don't either. He later adds that he never would have said those things about Conan if he didn't take shots at him first. Now, that being said, I do like Conan. And I would have never said anything like that if he hadn't said anything about me. I like working with AAA, and Conan. I've also heard Conan and Disco Inferno say stuff about me on their podcast. But our working relationship has always been good.
I really don't think you can give yourself a Barry Horowitz pat on the back if you come up with the idea of putting the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers together. I mean, it seems pretty obvious, doesn't it? I mean, seems like
it's always like people always taking credit for bringing in Hogan. It's like no one thought of it in the WCW. Like, and then I pitch the ideas like, why don't we bring in Hulk Hogan? Like, oh my God,
exactly.
Fucking crazy. Oh wow, I never thought of this. Maybe
yeah,
the biggest wrestler of all time.
I mean, I think just about any booker could think like to put the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks together. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know,
I say shots fired.
They were like, I think we should go with ICP against the Highlanders, and he's like, ah, I've got this idea. Why don't we do
hottest angle? I think Steven's down for the count.
Good night, Stevie. Any parting words, Mr. What is this guy's name? Butler?
Butler. Past my bedtime here.
Good night, Steven.
Night.
I'm about to be out too.
You're not going anywhere, Lexar.
Yes, I'm going. I'm out.
You're not allowed.
All right, Lexar.
Man up the Headyverse.
You're not the president, sure.
I will be one of these days, and then you'll have to stay all night.
I had 4 hours of sleep, and I'm wide awake.
Because you drink coffee.
Ooh, man!
Out of a cow's ass.
Well, I'm a man, bitch.
No, I'm not.
All right, good night, Lexar. You're a good man. I love you.
Take it easy.
Stevie, too. He's a good guy. Where the hell was I? Oh, here you go. What will happen next with the Inner Circle? Boom. Is that another word for Nia Jax's hole, the Inner Circle?
No, it's the band that sang the Cops theme song, The Inner Circle.
Really? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come
for you?
Bad boys. That's what I do if I don't know the words. Scat. If I say that, though, all the kids are going to think dirty stuff now.
Yeah, that's not
Scat
what it is.
Like, oops, no.
Golgo13 says, Incher isn't the president. He is the king of all marks.
Boom. Down with the royalty. You know what we did to the king here in Boston? Threw all his tea into the harbor.
What would Shaheen drink then if it's all in the harbor?
My mom's friend had COVID. Was really sick. And she's getting better now, but she can't. She was always a big tea drinker. She can't drink tea anymore. It's weird. Also, a family member, I don't say their name because I don't know if they would mention, but always a big coffee drinker. They had COVID, and now they hate the smell of coffee. Weird.
Did they lose their sense of taste or smell when they had it?
For a little bit, and then they have it back, but they can't stand the smell of coffee now. Weird.
Huh. But COVID comes from bats, and bats eat coffee beans, and then they poop it out, and then they make coffee from that.
I think
There's
you're
a connection.
combining all your
Bat. It was
hillbilly.
it was a cat. A cat, not a bat.
Is a cat?
Yeah, it was a type of cat.
Oh.
Where are we?
Well, that makes no sense then at all.
Have you seen the film Heat?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's been a while.
I know that movie. Got people in it. Get some.
Yeah,
I heard of them guys.
It's got Al Pacino, and he goes like he has the. She's got a great ass.
I thought you were gonna go. He's gonna puke.
Shit.
It's a different movie.
Oh no,
that'd be pretty. I want to see that movie though, where like De Niro plays Vince McMahon, Al Pacino plays Draws.
That'd be something.
Back together again.
You think the Randy Orton angle was an inspiration for that? He said, "Look, he's gonna puke," then he pukes out the black goop.
They should have put that line in there. That'd have been good.
Pretty sure somebody's gonna edit that in somehow.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. Ha 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 ha. Pow. Pow.
We should try to get him on. The guy who made that. What's his
McMahon?
name?
Draws?
No, I actually tried to get him on, but the guy who made the movie.
Oh, Barry Blaustein.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd do the show. He used to do a lot of pre-podcast days, like internet radio, when we first, he was on a lot of that stuff live. He's like, I don't want to talk about this shit. That movie's fucking 25 years old. What next? You gonna ask me about Teletubbies?
Did he have anything to do with the Coming to America sequel? Because that's about to come out.
I got a lot of emails about that to promote it. I was like, can I get an interview? And then I got no reply.
Oh, that sucks. But I think he wrote the first one, so I don't know if he wrote any on the second one. But
has it actually come out yet? I know the trailer came out.
I think that just the trailer's out currently. So looking forward to it though. I got an Amazon Plus account, or Prime account.
I do too. I have a feeling it's gonna be awful, but who knows? We'll find out.
It might.
Not too many modern Eddie Murphy stuff's very good. Although that one he did for Netflix was good. The one about the old
Dolomite
exploitation comedian.
Yeah, Dolomite.
Actor. Let's see. Do people like Cornette and Disco Inferno mock AEW because if you mock, more people come to watch your show? I do think a lot of that's with Cornette. I think Disco says what he thinks.
Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. Maybe we just need to mock. Just to get hits. I
am more positive guy than I used to be.
Yeah.
It'd just be hate hits,
Gotta stop filled with hate.
Like, I mean, I don't think it's true that like people just tune in just to hear the hatred.
I think they do. I think that I'm not saying everyone does, but I do think that is. I mean, you just look online, people they watch it stuff. Some people will watch at AEW to see what they think Cornette will hate about it. I mean, I think that's just bizarre.
Yeah. But I think Cornette just has a crowd that's going to listen to him no matter what.
Well, I think that, but the people listen to it really. There's a large portion of people who like Cornette because he hates on stuff. I don't think there's a doubt about that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's with anybody, really. I mean, like Joey Ryan still has like 120,000 followers on Twitter. So sometimes people will follow you no matter what.
People like to hear the hate. I mean, the internet. I don't know if you know this, Intro. The internet is a negative place. There's a lot of negativity out there.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Who's in the best storyline that intrigues you the most in AEW? I like the Kenny Omega stuff with Cyrus.
That is good. I like the Hangman Page. I think that's kind of a neat storyline. I'm kind of wondering where it's going to go because I know I seen where Matt Hardy had him sign the contract and he switched the contract. So I don't know what the big reveal is on that yet. So, but I plan on watching the show if it was on this week's or not. But last week's.
It was probably that he switched the contract.
That he switched the contract, and I just want to know if like Matt Hardy got really duped, and
that was a thing last week. They announced that Moxley and who's he fighting? Oh, Kenny Omega are having a exploding barbed wire ring match. Which I know some people. I'm curious to watch it. I mean, I used to watch that stuff back in the 90s. It usually a lot of times it fails, but I don't know. If you're gonna do it, it's probably best to do it now when you don't have full crowds.
I'll watch it, but I wasn't too crazy about the last time they had a big brawling, crazy, no rules match. But I'll give it a chance. But it just seems like I don't know. They shouldn't have a main event like that. Is it going to be unsanctioned again, like the lights out match?
No, it's for the title.
Yeah, so they can't make that rule where it's unsanctioned and it's after the show and all that.
What's that matter?
Is that on the pay-per-view then, or is it just
it's on the pay-per-view?
Oh well,
that was one of AEW's rules when they first started. Like that, like if they have like a very violent match, it want to be sanctioned and all that.
Well, I mean, that's part of wrestling for decades.
I think Tony Khan's a liar, is what I'm saying. A liar.
Well, if they both agree to it and AEW sanctions it, then it's sanctioned. But they're like,
I'm just trying to get them riled up. I'm trying to get some of those hits.
Well, see, exploding barbed wire is actually a stipulation, so it has to be sanctioned.
Right. They're like, this is fine.
See, the unsanctioned match, if I guess Omega brought a gun, he could have killed him, but he just didn't. So he didn't want to go to jail. I mean, it would have been illegal.
Yeah.
Exploding barbed wire is totally fine.
Yep. It's just like a Punjabi prison match.
Should we do that in part 2 of our match, Incher? Exploding barbed wire?
Sure, let's do it.
Our next match will be a Zoom. We did audio wrestling match. Our next one will be Zoom. Be like,
we got to do a face to face
and stuff. That'd be pretty sweet. What do you think? I like this idea.
Face to face for the promo.
No, that'll be the third match. The second match is Zoom. The third match will actually be face to face.
Oh, a face-off
First
match?
match is audio. Second match, Zoom.
I thought you already had a face-to-face at that hotel room.
Well, yeah, but no one's. That was our unsanctioned match.
Oh, yeah. Lights out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I pounded Intra's ass full of wrestling.
Lies.
I did throw him around pretty easily.
No.
I'm a lot lighter now, so I don't know if I'd throw him around with as much ease. Maybe easier. I could run around. Although he's in good shape now, too. So.
I don't want to hurt the furniture, Jack. It's all about the furniture.
I don't want to hurt my boy Incher.
It's like, all right, damage deposit. Be damned. Give me a chair and I'm going to slam it over his fucking head.
Beat my brother with a chair.
Yeah, I was kind of getting a little unruly there. Yeah.
See? You can never believe this guy.
What?
You're like, I don't want to hurt the furniture. Then you're beating my brother with a chair in the hotel. The same hotel room. I think it was the same weekend.
Oh, this is revenge.
Back itching.
Back scratcher.
Mm-hmm. Back itching. So you don't get this from Cornette, do you?
He doesn't scratch his back. I can actually
not like live on the show.
I lost all the weight. I can scratch my back, any part of my back without a device.
Like really, you can go like I can't get to the middle.
Like,
that's about as far as like I can do it. Yeah, from the back.
Either way,
but like the middle of the shoulder blades, like in between there, that's kind of hard to get.
Problem.
Well, when you got guns like mine, Jack,
That was
it's
no reason
hard to
the
get
house.
back
I'll
there.
just sit around with the.
You got these big, massive guns. It's like it's hard to get around there. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
from all the jerking.
oh, what? What are you talking about? Like you don't do it. You're lying, liar.
Thoughts on the random? Oh, here you go, Incher. You see, that one's not nearly as big as the right arm. That's kind of interesting.
What are you
Right
saying?
arm's way bigger.
What are you implying?
I-
You're trying to imply something?
See,
Hmm?
you can tell the one's more jacked. I'm just saying, the one gets more work. You should start alternating more often.
That's the one I got the COVID in, the COVID shot. It's like right up here.
Steroid shot, probably.
Steroid shot. Ah, I'm a natty, baby. I'm natty.
What is your natty Nightheart?
No. You never heard that? Is he natty or what's the other? Like if you are you natural?
Oh, I see. Here you go, Incher. Nikhil wants to know what we think of these following people and if we have any memories.
I love them all. Thank you, Nikhil, for your
Helix
question.
Skipper.
I like Helix Skipper. I miss
one of the greatest moments ever in Impact.
I don't know why like he couldn't have got further in the business.
I think I know. I was part of I probably should say this, but he sent an email about something we might have just mentioned to a bunch of people, including I was on the email list and people in TNA about stuff that you inject into yourself.
Oh.
And I remember it was not long after that he kind of disappeared. So.
But I mean, that's kind of just a wrestling thing, isn't it? All kinds of people get lip injections.
I like that guy though. He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good guest. That was like back in maybe the first year.
I mean, he was in Team Canada, wasn't he? In
there you go.
WCW, right? That was good stuff, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It's been a while. I'd have to ask Nikhil if he remembers.
It wasn't good.
Nikhil probably watches it currently.
Ernest the Cat Miller.
Of course, we like Ernest the Cat Miller.
Yeah,
he's very
awesome.
entertaining. He was in the Wrestler.
Mama.
Who doesn't like the wiggle?
Exactly.
Disco Inferno. Yeah, I like Disco.
Yeah. Disco's good, dude.
The first shirt, I think it was the first thing I ever bought when I first got on eBay, was the Disco Inferno WCW t-shirt for $2.
Oh, yeah.
It was used, but it was cool. La Parka. Oh, yeah, I was like the chairman.
I like the LA Park. Yeah.
Stevie Ray.
Like he lost his name though. Like he has to be known as LA Park, and he can't be La Parka anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of a shit name.
Yeah.
At least the other guy made like some crazy name, like the guy in the Lucha Brothers. He's like, what is his name? Like Habanero Apocalypto 8 or something.
No, Pentagon Jr. It's he changed it to
Penta El Cerro.
Penta El Cerro.
Is it even more than that? It's like Penta El Cerro, like 7 or something.
I don't know.
Who knows?
He's had so many changes to his name.
He should just be the Viano 9 or something.
Didn't he break his neck? Didn't Raven break his neck?
I think it was Viano 6.
Was that Viano 6? I remember seeing that. That was kind of rough.
Stevie Ray's a very big guy, and he would destroy me. Maybe, probably give a good fight. But I can't say I was a big Stevie Ray fan.
Yeah.
Seemed like he was funny when we met him and stuff. But as a wrestler, no, I can't say I'm a big fan. I liked Harlem Heat. As a singles wrestler, though, I can't say I was a big fan.
You did kind of win him over.
That is a very funny interview. I wish we had the video of it. I interviewed him at our, I think it was the first fan fest we're at. And so at the time I was like 320 or I was over 300 pounds. And I'm very short, very scruffy, I had long hair at the time. And I'm standing next to him. He's like 6. He's a foot taller than me, jacked, clean cut, clean cut beard, it's all. And I looked at him. I said, have you ever been interviewed by someone more opposite yourself? Which you got to laugh at. And he just went, nope. It would have been pretty sweet if we had done video. Hugh Morris. I've always been a Hugh Morris fan. People I think know.
Mm-hmm. You hear bad things about some of his training, but I wasn't.
I've never had to train under the
man. But he's done the show, and it's a good show.
I like him.
So I like him.
Like I've never worked with the guy or anything, but as far as the show and stuff,
Brian Danovich didn't like him, but he'd tell us stories and stuff. But who knows?
I don't know, but I do think some of it is his sense of humor as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's always been good to us.
Ming. Yeah, I was always a fan of Ming and Haku.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Awesome. I'm a big fan.
I loved Mike Awesome.
I wish he would have done better after he left ECW.
Yeah. He was one of those guys when he first came into ECW. That was the first time I ever seen him, and I was like, I don't know about this guy with the mullet, but he really won me over. Some of those matches. Oh my god!
Even Spike Dudley.
Mm-hmm. Oh Jesus, he used to throw Spike Dudley around like crazy.
And then I was happy on the one night. Was it One Night Stand or One Night Stand 2? But anyway, who's the guy who used to hit smash with the chair?
Sato Tanaka, was it? Or
Tanaka.
Yeah.
And I thought like he really proved that he still had it.
Yeah.
They could have done more with him. So at least he had that one last match. But
yeah, poor guy.
Chronic, not a fan whatsoever.
I liked him. I like that. I like his finisher. That's probably one of my favorite finishers.
It's just two guys.
Oh, the tag team. Oh, yeah. I thought he meant just Wrath. Oh, okay.
No, individually. I didn't always like Crush. There was times I liked Crush, and I always actually liked Wrath and Atom Bomb, but not a big fan of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I never got it because like they're these two giant dudes who are supposed to be like LOD, but then they have like the Chronic name and they do like some like gestures, but it didn't match. Like why are two pot guys like two giant dudes just killing everybody?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand it.
That's what the reefer does to you.
They make
you want to destroy.
I haven't had this. The edibles haven't had this effect on me.
Just give it time.
I haven't had any for a while because I can't. I don't go up to Boston anymore. I think I'm in Brookline.
Mm-hmm.
The Nasty Boy. Oh, I forgot. Raven's Flock. Big fan of Raven's Flock.
Yeah.
One of Goldberg's best matches was versus Raven with all the flock running in.
Yeah. That was pretty cool to see. And he did the jackhammer on Reese, didn't he? Like when he kind of had him.
He didn't fall like he did with Drew McIntyre or Undertaker. But I like that. All the guys run in taking the bumps. That's fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Nasty Boys. There's times I really liked the Nasty Boys, actually. They had a fantastic match against the Steiner brothers before they went to WWF. I don't think they were ever the same after they had the WWF run.
Yeah. It's hard not to like Brian Knobbs and some of his hijinks. Yeah. But
before the WWF run, though, I think they had really good matches, just like really physical, hardcore matches.
Mm-hmm.
Them for Sullivan and Cactus Jack was good, but them and Steiner Brothers is a great match at Halloween Havoc. I don't know what the year, but then they went to WWF, and that's when they kind of just became more cartoony guys.
Yeah.
I think Sads got forgotten about mostly. I don't think people have talked much about him than Brian Knobbs.
No, they don't. I think a lot of it is because he wasn't around during the big Nitro run.
Yeah.
The NWO B team. Can't say I was a big fan of that.
NWO B team, like the
It'd be like Stevie
Scott
Ray,
Norton.
and, yeah.
I remember watching it and just not minding it at the time, but I can't say like I was like, this is great, but
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It was a long time ago though.
Did you enjoy the NWO Hollywood versus Wolfpack storyline? Not really. I love the NWO, but I didn't really like it when they started to break apart.
Mm-hmm.
It was better than WWF today, though. Or WWE today. I'll say that.
Yeah. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack.
Your body end up in a body bag. All right, we're halfway through the questions. No, I'm just kidding. We only got a couple of. How much snow fell on Sandwich, Mass? Oh, I was waiting for someone else to answer that.
I can't answer.
No.
We got like about not a lot. Well, it kept snowing every day, and then it would melt. So like we had perennial snow on the ground and ice, which sucks.
Mhm.
The ice is worse than the snow because it got really icy, so I couldn't go for my walks a couple of days. Today was actually pretty nice up. I think at the most we had 5 inches, so it wasn't a lot. But like I said, then it would melt, and then it would keep snowing, so you always had stuff around. John Barker, the Nature Boy, still praying and hitting his mark after all these years. Does he mean me or Ric Flair? Scenario time. Jack and Incher are at a fan fest having a gay old time. I think he means it in the old
Flintstone sense.
like having happy time, not like we're banging each other in the ass.
Yeah.
Just to set the scene for everybody.
Hmm.
Swack shows up and starts barring the hell out of the both. Man, he's fucking ruining my vibe here. He brings Swacks into the story. Jack and Swax disappear for an hour or so, and Incher receives a call from Jack saying something came up. I need you at X location. Hold on. Someone joining the party here. Incher arrives, and to his horror, Jack has killed Swax. That's the Incher's horror and my delights. And needs his friends' help to get rid of the body. I would not call Incher for that. He'd narc me out and call the cops. But we'll go with this story.
100%.
Incher seeing his friend in trouble and now being dragged in a situation helps hide the body. This is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
The two swear never to bring this up and never tell a soul. If it was reversed, I'd help Incher hide the body. Allegedly.
You'd call Owl and be like,
well, I might. I mean, I could do both. I could help you hide it and use it for fodder.
What would it do? What would it do if you went and told other people? Though?
Yeah, but people just think it's a joke.
No, they wouldn't. They'd run right to the
When
cops.
I tell people, I was having my way with you. I just mean it as a joke. It didn't really happen. So,
or did it?
No, never happened.
The fan fest ends and weeks go by. Incher, weeks go by. Time passes. Time goes on. Incher is destroyed. Is on the verge of suicide. God damn it! You're being eaten up inside. Incher notices that a new neighbor is moving in, and it's Jack. Hey, Incher! Jack is always over now cooking, helping out around Incher's house. Even when at work, Incher sees Jack. Just all the time, Incher. Incher's in heaven now. I'd be 20 Jack 24/7.
Uh-huh.
What would he do? That's just it. That's just the end of the question. All that build up, and it's just what would you do?
It seemed like a fan fiction or something.
Yeah.
That's the worst question ever. It's like he had all this like murder and everything else, and then he just goes, "What would Incher do?" I don't know.
I gotta admit that question feels like Capital Combat.
Yeah. Like
I think we just start playing some Parcheesi.
I guess. I mean, we do something.
That's what you do after you hide bodies. And I was like, man, I'd feel bad, interest like filled with guilt, and I'd be like, I know how to make this better. Just break out the Parcheesi.
And then you start silently plotting how to kill each other.
Mhm.
Parcheesi solves all the woes.
I wouldn't want to kill him because I want to play some more Parcheesi.
If I was Intra's neighbor, I'd be like, Intra, screw all these pinballs and stuff and video games. Let's kick it old school and play some board games.
Bam.
Boom. You think I could convert you into a board game, man?
No, maybe.
I like pinball though too.
Pinball's pretty nice.
Laquan Vanderpool Higgins wants to know. By the way, hello, Easy. It's good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, gentlemen. I'm glad to see 1-inch biceps back from the grave.
Right.
My power was out. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where has the real 1-inch been?
The one with the beard, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, yes.
Oh. I think he
the one warrior nation of the Hittyverse.
He didn't make the transition.
He quit, or he's too busy watching like Game Elite or something, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, it was good to see Shaheen. Good to see the rest of y'all. Vic, how you doing?
Shaheen had to bounce.
Song blue, weeping like the willows, something like that. I don't know. Getting late.
Does it not say that you're singing on that one? Like
it hasn't gone off yet. It still says set up professional audio and audio settings.
But if you just start yelling, it's like
voice is just professional, music, which I get. Understand. I get that all the time. I walk around with the headphones on because I don't like earbuds. I wear headphones.
Agreed.
Yeah. And sometimes I do sing to myself. I catch. I don't catch. Someone will say something. Like there's an old man one day. It's a true story, and like all the other bullshit I make up. I was walking down. No, I'm just kidding. But I was walking down the street, and I didn't realize I was singing to myself. And this old man was out raking his yard. He's like, "Hey, it's Bob Dylan over here." I thought it was pretty funny.
There you go.
Did you switch religions, Jack? You got to do that first.
I don't get it.
Didn't Bob Dylan switch a bunch of religions?
I don't know. I wasn't singing Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
I was actually singing like what I was singing.
I think how it goes is like he's Jewish and then he switched to being like a Christian or something. Yeah.
Was it the same old man that said he'd give you the business for wearing that pink shirt?
No, that was a guy over by the I'd say the Tedeschi's, but no one will Tedeschi, but it's by a convenience store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like Susan Tedeschi. So
no, it's just a convenience store. I don't know why it's called Tedeschi's. It's owned by like Middle Easterns. Nothing against that, but I don't know why.
So I came in late, boys. How was the what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Just
really.
asking questions at this point. Yeah.
Which pay-per-view was it?
Oh, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
The worst of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I don't think it was too bad. I mean,
yeah.
It was all right.
I caught the Royal Rumble, which was halfway decent.
Yeah, I think I enjoyed it. I don't think the pay-per-views have been.
I wasn't big on the Royal Rumble.
They're doing monitors in the crowd now.
Yeah, they have the screens.
It's something, I guess.
It's better than nothing, but it's still not good. Not for me. I know I say this all the time, but for me, AEW has done the best job with the crowd anyway. How to do something with during this era.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
some people there with some. Because I tried to watch Impact and they literally have nothing, and that's just it's hard to. I really think wouldn't that be hard to wrestle? Like when you just feel like an idiot, like you're out there fake fighting, and you look and there's all these empty seats, and you're like, yeah. I just feel like a total idiot.
And you gesture into the no crowd like,
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Well, Kevin Dunn finally got what he wanted, an audience that he can control.
Yeah, they have the fake.
Yeah.
The fake noise is probably the worst part.
Yeah.
Like sometimes if it's not too noticeable, I'm like, well, at least there's. I think it's if I'm not really paying attention. At least there's people cheering. But then if you start paying attention, like it's clearly fake. And sometimes there's just this like this roar.
Yeah.
It's
Like you'll watch the live feed and you'll see a pop for a botch.
and
And then you'll watch it like 2 days later on the network and it's totally scrubbed audio.
Yeah, this doesn't work. And the fake chants,
weird.
like
It's weird.
they had a "This is awesome" chant, like in the Rumble, and I was like, and it's no one even doing it. It's like it's
Like everybody on their screens is just like,
no, I enjoy the screens because they're clapping all slow, like this is awesome. It's like, what the hell?
I mean, the Undertaker's like when he retires, he's out there in front of nobody, and they're chanting like, "You deserve it," whatever they're chanting.
oh, Jesus, come
There
on.
should be a big moment, and it's just like so lame. Why didn't they just wait till they had a crowd from retire? Why did it matter? Why did it have to be right then?
Yeah. It's not like he's wrestling all the time now, anyhow.
But he had to make those cameos. That's what it was.
Yeah,
that's true.
You gotta cut the promos leading up to the one work day.
Now he's doing like that on that
All Elite Scooby Doo.
and he's like doing like some sort of auction thing for like spending time with the Undertaker behind the scenes on this
Oh shit.
on that Omaze website, and he's like holding the sign and he's like, "Me and you at the Performance Center," and I just kind of thought, man, that's kind of pathetic.
Me and you and a dozen Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
Coffin-shaped donuts.
Wait, so is it like a time thing? Like you just go there and you spend like 10 minutes with them for like $5,000?
I guess like
Not worth it.
you got to win the contest, but like it's like a raffle for it. Like you got to pay money.
Yeah, the raffle's probably
A raffle.
Then they take your name out of the hat if you're the one that wins, and you get to go and spend
you
time.
can
with
start the Headyverse raffle.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the Performance Center stalker won it and you finally got in?
Oh man,
that'd be bad.
Just dabs him.
Mm-hmm.
No, he rigs the thing. He pulls out all the freaking numbers and just puts in his number.
Bad
Oh,
time.
jeez.
All right, we got one more. Well, it's 3 questions, a 3-part question, but one more person. Laquan Vanderpool Higgins.
That's quite the name.
It is. When will 4-time tag champions La Resistance be brought back?
Oh my.
Never.
Maybe on the next Legends night.
Not even.
Wasn't he in the? When did he make the End Devoured pool?
What?
When did he make the End Devoured pool? Back in the old forum. Did he ever make it? The Deadpool?
Oh, the Resistance?
Yeah.
Rene Dupree or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he was bad on but I think he's turned his life around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Can you do that anymore? Can you do Deadpools, or is that like it's probably like bad taste nowadays?
Yeah, we'd probably get canceled for that.
It's probably not good taste at the time either. Now I think about it.
Facebook account suspended.
Mhm.
Probably never been good to take bets on when people are gonna die.
When people are gonna die or get fired.
Then the winner didn't even get anything. It's like bragging rights.
He can brag.
Yeah.
But
I knew he was
but
gonna die.
Predicted this guy would die.
It was Headyverse bragging rights. That's what makes it the most important, brother.
You believe this cancel culture?
Mm.
Is Arn's son's gimmick of being a pudgy, hairy guy in his underwear already taken by Dax Hardwood?
Now he's wrestling in AEW, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's wrestled yet, but he's there.
Oh,
He's
okay.
in the crowd.
Ah,
I think
yeah.
he looks fine. Looks like a dude. I like kind of the stocky wrestlers. Looks like an Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like a variety of wrestlers.
Well, shit, if he can wrestle like Arn,
Yeah.
need it now more than ever.
Isn't Aces and Eights the natural feud for the Elite Bullet Club? Nope.
No.
Aces and eights. What?
No.
Oh, geez, that'd be awful. Yeah, I don't want to see that.
The less I see of Bubba Ray nowadays, the better.
Bully Ray.
Ugh.
Boom.
Ugh.
I'm
Wait,
a
so
fan.
what would the Good Brothers do? Because Luke was in that.
Maybe there'd be two versions.
Yeah.
One Festus and the other.
Oh,
Faces.
dear Lord.
Festus.
I want Sign Guy Dudley back. He was the coolest.
What he was working for WWE for a while as like a writer and a producer. Yeah, I used to be friends with him on Facebook, and he was going to come. This was years ago. He was going to come on the show.
Yeah.
And then he'd get signed, but it might have been when they brought back ECW. I think they might have signed him as he was something behind the scenes to produce.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he still is. I don't think so though.
I doubt it.
That's one guy you never really heard much from after ECW. Like,
We need to mine the mind of Sign Guy Dudley.
Indeed.
He's a good guy though. He always talked to me. So.
I know he had to remember the night that he was in Huntington because like he probably got like the biggest reaction of his whole career when we started all kinds of like stuff at him. He called us uneducated, and they just started throwing like a bunch of drinks and stuff. And
like, we'll prove him wrong.
Well, yeah, it kind of worked, I think.
I know. Huntington's a nice place. I've been there.
Most definitely.
This is the man who made the WV famous, the Inch Man.
Don't hold up the shirt. No
I
shirt.
won't. I'll leave it down.
The WV.
You made it famous. I'm just wearing its glory.
The WV.
The WV. There it is.
Exactly. WV.
Except it's the other way around, but I think it's just the way your camera's picking it up.
Yep, the VW. Volkswagen.
We'll take it either way. All right. Golgo says Renee wasn't using deep spoons like Tomko. Oh, I remember.
Oh. Only a Headyverse insider would get that one.
Did Tomko pass away? Did he die?
I think he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his career died.
That's it.
He'll
be back on Legends Night.
But yeah.
Took a fucking New Jack dive and
no, he's born the same year I was, 1976.
Who, Tomko?
Yeah.
Oh.
Seeing what he's up to here.
Maybe he's
Wikipedia's just following his life.
give it the old Wikipedia search.
Yeah, it doesn't see in 2011 he was arrested.
Hey.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Court-ordered rehab.
Yeah, I heard he's not doing too good, but I don't think it's anything reported.
Yeah, I just seen who knows. I thought maybe he made a comeback or did somebody doesn't say anything. Last time he wrestled was 2016.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope he's doing all right. I like that guy.
Nice and Tomko.
Anything else, my friends, my pals, my compadres, my amigos?
I think I'm spent.
Confidants, my buddies.
I'm good.
The Headyverse. So, Entry, you got to start preparing for the Zoom fight.
Oh,
Lock
shit.
up.
Like that?
Lock up. You can't. You got to lock up first. They ain't wearing this going into punching. You got to lock up.
Wow.
It's like a test of strength. Got to move each other around. We'll work on it.
Give the old Warrior Hogan test of strength.
No.
It'll be our highest rated episode of all time.
The real question is which one's Warrior and which one's Hogan. Who's booked to go over?
Well, I'm bald, so I'm Hogan. So.
Inchman shaking the ropes and walking out with the title.
I think Hogan lost that match.
I believe he did.
Yeah, but he won with his charisma when he was leaving.
But in the end, Warrior lost. Jack's gonna start showing his own show.
Demanding more money.
Demanding more money from himself.
Bicep.
Demanding more money from himself.
The big bald biceps. The BBC, big bald biceps. No, it's
what?
It's Triple B.
Wait a minute. BBC is Big Blue Cage. Come on, man. It's where real men wrestle.
That's what that people have been saying for years. Intro loves the BBC. So yeah, you finally figured it out. It's true.
Wasn't there like a song for that?
No.
The BBC.
BBC.
Well, if my man Bill Clinton is out there,
I do have a pretty righteous song. I can't play it because we'll probably get flagged, but I'll post it in the group for everyone. It's the final cage down.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
If my man Bill Clinton was out there, he would answer, "I do not recall, Senator."
But I can't. If anytime I try to play the tunes on here, it gets flagged.
We're gonna mute your audio.
They just want to admit that it's original content. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah. We won't make the 15 cents off the video.
It's copyrighted by the Duck Man.
He had nothing to do with the final cage now.
I don't think he did. That was well past Duck Man, wasn't it?
Yeah. All me. I did all the vocals, all the music.
God, I'm just digging up the old skeletons in the closet.
I like Duckman. I mean, Duckman's good.
Are we finally good with Duckman?
Yeah, Duckman's good. I like the Duck.
I wouldn't have a CD if we didn't.
Oh snap! Look at that.
Yeah.
Free publicity up the yin yang.
Probably play Duckman on
him.
Was that like 20 tracks? Jesus.
I produced that. I once produced a gangster rap album before I went to record my own DJ Curly Bear.
Jack was also behind the Macho Man's album.
Yeah.
Be a man, Hogan.
Be a man.
Don't be scared. You're running from macho is what I heard. Be a man, Hulk.
That's pretty sweet.
God bless Macho Man for saving the world.
That's,
I just want to throw that out there.
By The Flea, by my brother Troy.
Hey.
Man. It's some drug paraphernalia on there. I do not condone such behavior.
No.
Drink your school, stay in drugs, and don't do milk, kids.
Take a milk bath, we learned tonight.
Bathemilk.com, a sponsor.
Yes.
Oh, bathemymilk.com, sorry.
Exactly. What is it, run by Belle Delphine or something? Jesus.
Julia may be zooming in a future episode here.
Oh. All the more reason to pay attention, folks.
Good girl. I like Julia. My friend Trista's going to guest co-host an episode with Intra and I in the near future. That's going to be fun.
Excellent.
And so stuff's coming up. Subscribe, Intra. And all everyone out there, I know you're listening and watching. Make yourself useful and subscribe. I got to subscribe to this. and then hit that little icon, not the internet icon, that little bell icon over there. And then if you hit that, Incher, you'll get all the notifications every time we go live or anytime we upload a new video. You're like, hey, I wonder if there's a new video. I wonder if there's a live show. Oh, wow, I've got a notification. You know why? Because I hit that bell icon. Help spread the head, Incher. Tell all your friends. You're like, hey, buddies, check out this show. In your head, my voice is cracking. It doesn't always crack. But go and listen to the show. I'm going to share it over on the Twitter, on the MySpace, the Facebook, the TikTok, the Friendster. Upload it to Napster. Whatever. Go
Napster.
paint it on walls. Get a tattoo. Tell everybody about the show. Don't spray paint on people's property.
That's bad.
Right.
Worldwide since the internet was born.
Go take gasoline, Incher, and you put IYH Wrestling in like your neighbor's lawn. Don't do that, is what I'm saying. That would be bad.
Good.
It's good snow removal.
If it's real snow.
It's true.
All right. It's good to have you all here. Everyone who listened, everyone who zoomed in, Easy E, my boy JJ here, Vic Schiavone, the Song Man, and of course my audio soulmate, the OIB.
Well, thank you, Jack. Thank you. It's good to be here. It's good everybody showing up in the chat room. Gogo 13. Owl. Hoosier Highway.
I don't see
Jonathan Jackson's. Do what?
Blocked or something? Oh no, I see him there.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing him.
Jonathan Jackson. Well, he's right here actually. So Java is
He's
dead.
2 places at once.
He's all over. Tyler S. And many more.
Mighty
Songman.
Lexar.
Songman's always rocking it.
Steven from Butler, even if he's an old man and goes to sleep early.
I thought I saw Vic about to fall asleep for a minute for one of the questions I gave out.
He's an Iron Man.
Nah, never. I known Vic for dogs years. He'd never fall asleep.
Like Chief Butler up there in Toronto.
Possible. I only got like about 3 hours of sleep last night.
All right.
Alrity.
Out of here.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys next week.
Good seeing
Adios.
Easy.
Adios.
Good seeing you. Java is dead.
Take it
Never
easy,
a bad
boys.
Time for a little jacking off. Yes.